Hello, everyone, and welcome to another session of Roll for Damage, where a group of us geeky friends decided to get together and showcase our storytelling through Dungeons and Dragons for all of the interwebs. No major announcements today, but I am trying a new microphone that I got, so if it's not clear, or you can't hear me, or stuff is weird, let me know and I will try and fix this shit, or I will switch back to my headset so that I'm not fixing it like live on stream, but I can easily do that. So if anyone hears like can't hear me or audio's not clear enough, please pipe up in chat and I will make sure things are super. I am really quiet. Great. Why am I so quiet? You guys can hear me.
Yeah, but you are quieter than normal.
Oh, maybe I have to turn my gain up then.
Yeah, just a little would probably do it.
Okay, tell me now. How's that?
Whoa.
Better.
Way better.
Yeah.
Is it too loud?
Hold on, let me hear on stream. You're good on stream.
Okay, it's not too loud, right?
Let's find out. Yell at someone for something stupid. Jay's right there.
Jay, you're stupid.
Excellent.
It's not too loud. We're good.
Okay, cool.
That's how we mic check around here.
There we go.
All right.
We do it live for y'all. Okay. So with that, I think we can jump into tonight's session of Roll for Damage. Okay, welcome back. Hopefully y'all can hear me. I'm going to set up some music and we can start the games. Begin. Okay, so last we left off, the Shields of Twilight were heading out into the desert to help a woman who had seemingly lost her husband and daughter. They had gone out to procure some herbs and other kinds of things for their tinctures, for their potions that they would make and brew, and they hadn't come back. The group went to head out and was met by this woman explaining that she had gone not sure if they would actually help her, and had found out that her husband and daughter were the property of some large creature of red skin. She wished the party luck, and they continued to head out towards this small oasis about an hour outside of the city, north of the city. They made it easily enough with no issue, and found this large entity sitting on a rock in front of this oasis next to the two people he had procured that were chained by the neck on this sort of long chain, and seemed to be waiting for something. As the party approached, it began to speak to them, initially in a language everyone except for Perry was unfamiliar with. But soon enough, it cast a spell on itself, and they were able to understand its language, and it theirs. After a brief conversation, the entity explained that they could make deals for what they want, and should things go in their favor, they would get those things. But if, on the contrary, things went sideways for them, the entity would receive what it was looking for, which was their lives as slaves. Initially, Oriana, well, the party got together and tried to think of a way to handle this situation. Eventually, Oriana went and said that she wanted to try the wits game. She was given a riddle and a minute to figure out the answer. Unable to do so, she was taken into chains. Quinn came next, offering to do the test of strength, and was made to fight a fire elemental. Burned and singed, he was kept alive unconscious, but stabilized by the entity before being dragged over and placed in chains as well. Bal'Taem then took the next challenge and tried his hand at luck, but unfortunately the dice were not with him, and he was also taken into captivity. Finally, Dobby attempted the same thing, thinking that perhaps he could get one over on the entity before he stepped up, agreed to the game, and then realized his dice didn't exist. They had been stolen along with his other things. He was also taken into captivity, failing the challenge. The last person to attempt the test was Sinric, asking for strength, but the entity decided that he had everything that he needed, and told Sinric that he would have to fight him. Sinric agreed to try and save his friends. Oh, I believe Sinric asked for 2 people, and so the entity said he would have to fight him. In the midst of the battle, Oriana cried out to assist Sinric, and the entity, seeing that this was no longer a fair playing field, had his champion elemental go and begin to attack the party. After that, a battle ensued, and the party was in a bit of a bind. Thankfully, Oriana shouted out and offered something to the entity that perhaps was worth more than them as slaves. She initially tried to offer herself, but he saw in them things that might be useful or interesting, and so went to each of them and gave them an option of what to hand over. He took something from each and released them along with the 2 husband and daughter. Sad, having lost things that were important to them, the party made it back to the city of Zarithamar and got their reward for helping the woman, but each sort of headed off in their own direction, those that had lost something quite important to them. Eventually they came back together to have a night's rest in the tavern and decide what they would do the next morning. Dobby having a visitor that gave him some interesting information. And then they woke up in the morning to see some of their items had been returned. And that's where we pick up. So, Shields of Twilight. The day is yours.
I panic,
Okay.
flip through my book looking to see if everything's still in there.
As you flip to the first sort of page, you see sort of written in one of the margins, you use the information provided to you and your skill. Good work. A reward. And then you flip the rest and you can see everything is there.
I'd hug the book to my chest and just be like, thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay. And first thing I see when I wake up is the hammer over in the corner. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's all, you
see
said
it
it was
now.
all right wrapped in vines and such.
Yeah, you see a few vines like wrapped around it.
Okay. Cool. I'm going to just jump out of bed and run straight over to it,
Okay.
like child with Christmas presents, sort of.
As you get
run,
over
just...
to it, you just hear sort of on the breeze, and that's it.
Okay, cool. I'm going to pick it up and just, I want to examine it thoroughly just because I can't believe it's here and I'm trying to make sure I'm not hallucinating.
Yeah, once you pick it up and kind of like grasp it, the vines kind of like fall off and like crumble to the ground, and it's
Okay.
back to the same condition that you had left it with the entity.
Fantastic. Then I want to just reach up, grab the holy symbol, and just... I forget. Am I rooming with somebody? I cannot remember.
I'm-
you were
I'm
with
like just sitting there just
you were
like-
with Bal'Taem. It was you and
Oh, yeah.
Bal'Taem, and then Sinric and Dobby and Oriana and Perry.
All right, cool.
Just not saying
So-
anything, just like, oh,
All right, cool. I just wanted to make sure. So I'm still going to do this out loud. Yeah, just grab the holy symbol and just say, thank you. I know I don't need it, but that doesn't mean I wanted it any less. And then just, put it down next to the rest of my stuff while I get ready.
Okay.
yo,
I'm also going to
Okay,
take out my
move back.
pearl and start casting Identify Ritually.
Okay.
The book just in case.
Yeah. You take the 10 minutes to begin ritual casting. Check the book. It's a book.
Sure is a
I
book.
figured, but or Oriana was panicking that she
Wait,
failed
wait.
the test earlier by not doing it.
Does it have words or pictures?
Some of both.
Ooh, a picture book.
Ooh, fancy.
that's a book I need
I'll just take the book and I'll put it back in the clasp on my belt.
And I'll just say, when you flip through it one more time, the words that you originally saw at the beginning have faded.
So that's very cool.
How did your hammer that I'm a little confused. I'm sorry. It is early, so I might have thought I was dreaming. But you gave your hammer away. How does it? That is Abigail, right?
It is. It's the lady herself. Bless her. And they'll just sort of reach up and just pat the necklace.
I see.
I've learned not to question things all that much these days.
Sounds
Things make
like
more
that.
sense that way.
Well, I'm glad for you. That's I would have hate to lose something important to me. As it seemed that hammer was to you. So
Well, thank you for that. And, I had a talk with my sister yesterday, and the hammer is important because it belongs to my ma, and it's the last thing I have of hers, but at the same time, it's not as important as I was making it, because I don't need it to make sure I can remember the things that she was trying to teach me, like, don't be such an idiot. I just need to try and think more about what she was trying to do, and the things she was trying to drill into my thick head, more than I need to swing her hammer around.
That's an interesting point. I can see that understanding.
Well, I mean, it's either that or I just continue on being, basically the village idiot just wandering about. I think option B is probably better for everyone.
Which one was option B?
Not being the village idiot.
Okay. You said they said that part second, so I was making sure. Okay. All right. Well, we don't have anything else to do today, I suppose. Should we gather the others here downstairs? See what's on
Yes,
the
I think
agenda?
so. May as well get everyone so we can be on our way. I know we've got to follow up on something for you now before we try and make our way south on the long trip. It'd be nice to see exactly how we handle being in the desert longer than an hour or so. Because, well, the hour-long trip we did not do so well, considering.
No, we didn't. In more ways than one, but no.
At least now we know what not to do, in one respect. So.
Well, there's always room for improvement for another day. Today's a new day.
That is.
So you all head out of your rooms and down towards the breakfast, tavern area, getting some breakfast, drink in the morning, and you all convene at a table together.
Cool. Yeah, so Quinn's fully armed, complete with hammer on the back. And I gotta ask, is Dobby wearing both of his ladies as prominently as normal? Or is he
Actually, Dobby was actually left earlier than anyone. Since
Okay.
Yeah, he's been awake this entire time. Like, he didn't really sleep.
Did you not sleep at all?
He did not sleep at all.
Okay, so you took the point of exhaustion.
I took a point of exhaustion, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he left out the room before even Cineric woke up. If
Okay.
you look around, like, he's currently like outside. Is there a back area to this inn?
I mean, there's alleyways beside it.
There wasn't like a stable, right?
This one here, no.
Got
This is
you.
in the Shaded Valley. It's like more inward. Generally, like, you haven't
Okay.
really seen a lot of horses moving about the city, other than a few guards, like in this area. You do see a few strange. You have seen a few sort of strange vehicle contraptions that have been rolling along the streets. You saw the caravan, obviously, that you were taken in when you were taken to jail. But generally, most people are on foot.
Got you. Okay, cool. So yeah, as they're all kind of at this table, you see Dobby like literally enter in from outside, and he's visibly sweating. And he's got his tunic off and everything, man. So yeah.
So that would mean that because Perry would have gotten up extra early because she is still really worked up about having damn near lost her journal and all of her friends, she would just be sitting at the table where they've been sitting, looking up from her tea. What? Dobby?
Oh yeah. Oh hey, it's good. It's good.
He
What?
looks visibly tired.
Did you not sleep?
No, couldn't sleep. Okay, I had a lot on my mind. So I took a run. I just ran around and then did a couple push-ups. Did some squats, and then did a couple long lunges all the way back over here. So yeah, I've been up for a while.
Well, I'm glad you're trying to keep fit as a fiddle. I am concerned about this trip out into the desert, having you not slept at all.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm focused. Okay, I'm back in my prime. Okay, you don't gotta worry about don't gotta worry about old Dobby. Okay, Dobby's good. Dobby's real good.
Okay.
Right? It's like, check this. He said, I'm good like 60 times.
Sure. You're great.
I mean, that's like code for I'm not okay.
Anyone
Go ahead
that says
and
I'm
make-
good,
yeah, make
like,
an insight.
12 times.
Yeah. I feel
I am
that
in
this
great
might
pain.
be a lie. So that's a nat 20 for a
Oh.
24.
I mean, I was going to, but I'm not going to bother now. Almost. Or...
Okay. Ball. I mean, he's a little jittery. He's like something. I mean, he did just lose his
Right.
dagger that he
Dagger.
had just got back, but you kind of look on him and you do notice sticking out of his side 2 hilts with
And
women on
he
them.
lost them, and he was at a different, like, tonal mood, too. It's kind of like a more, like,
Perry,
weirder?
you see that he is definitely a little scattered. It seems like he's processing something, but you also
Right.
notice the 2 weapons on him.
I thought you lost them.
Yeah, I thought so too. Okay, I thought so too. And then I was awake the entire time because I couldn't sleep because Dobby Ponzi can't fucking sleep right now. He almost got fucking taken into slavery and shit into some kind of fire dimension. Okay, which is not good. Okay, and then out of nowhere, okay, I get Arathis. She's like, here, idiot. Here's your fucking dagger. Don't lose it again. And then she jets out. And so yeah, I'm trying to process.
So you just gonna skip over that you saw Arathis?
Kind of burying the lead a
Perry,
bit there.
with your insight, he's not being. There's
something
more
else.
There. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she called you an idiot?
That was true.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of like her.
Everyone
already.
knows that one.
No one questioned that part.
Now, I believe
someone
that
called
Arathis
Dobby an
showed
idiot.
up, and I believe that she called you an idiot. I reckon there was probably just a little bit more. But just this once, I'm going to let you slide because you seem to be in a really good mood. And I think that bodes well for us. But if you ever want to actually tell us what's going on, feel free. And then I'm going to wave for someone to come over, and I'm going to order him a chamomile tea so that he calms the fuck down because he's
Yeah.
jittery as hell.
I was like, you need something right now.
Yeah, you get someone from the bar to come over. The dwarven gentleman who owns the bar. Yep. Up tea. All right.
Wait, my man, you got water here, cause I am parched.
Tea
Okay.
and water. Got it.
Yeah, like a jug, like a jug of water.
Right.
And then I just go back to sipping my tea.
So he goes and
watching.
grabs both the tea and the water, brings them over to the table.
All right, cool.
As well as the rest of your meals and everything like that, as you can partake. You go through your breakfast and finish and are ready to meet the day.
Cool.
So, what is the plan? I think it's time for us to address Bal'Taem's needs out to the west.
First and foremost, I think it's time to go to the famous bird. See about getting set up for travel.
Right. Get whatever supplies we need. Head out. That's the plan.
Sounds
Bal'Taem,
like a
do you
good
know
plan.
how far out we're going?
Supposed to be about 2 days west travel on the Voiceless Wastes.
Okay, well, I prepped create destroy water, so just in case.
Yeah, so did I. So we'll make sure we're nice and hydrated. And, we can maybe bathe Dobby if we have to.
Maybe a cold shower might be good for him right about now. He's a little.
Oh yeah, no, I'm good. He's like drinking. He's chugging this huge ass like gallon of water, right? And then like there's like some left over. And he's just pouring it all over himself. And he's just rimming his hair. He's like, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah.
This is supposed to be an abandoned outpost of some sorts, but I don't know just how abandoned it's supposed to be, or if it's just a cover for maybe they're trying to avoid some attention. So I say we get there, we look out a little bit, see what's going on if we can. Perhaps look around before entering, and if it seems truly abandoned, we see what we can find.
Okay, so we go in stealth. Okay, so what? You and me, Ball. I do my whole shadow arts thing, bend the shadows. We go in, look around, and then do recon. Come back. Yeah? No? Plan?
If there are shadows to use, because remember the last time you wanted to try to do that.
Yeah, no. I don't do the shadows while we're in plain open. Like it's an old outpost, right? It's a building. Yeah.
I mean, the last shadowy building we went into was full of spiders.
So there's also the problem of it being the middle of the desert, and if we are there in the daytime, what shadows will be there will be minimal.
I wouldn't use the shadows. It's a building, right? We'd use the shadows in the building. When we go into the building.
There's building per se.
So there's no building.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know for sure.
My concern is more about the approach rather than the actual entering of the building.
Right.
Meaning that we would be see on approach and they would be ready to set up a trap and an ambush and just,
okay, we split.
Well, we also don't before we get too in the weeds. We also don't know there's anyone there. Let's
right.
Yeah, let's
prepare
not
too much.
I guess as they say here, put the Teleric before the Sandski before the Teleric.
Right, we're starting to plan on this thing to death, and we haven't even left breakfast yet. I mean, we didn't have a plan
last time. I'm saying we didn't have a plan last time, and we almost got fucked. So I'm saying I'd like a plan this time.
I agree.
Yes, but I think we're a little short on information. We don't even know if it's inside or outside. If it's a mixture of both. Yeah.
We get more information about what we're going into, and then we can make the plan about how to handle it.
We don't have to.
We also have at least a day to make a plan while we're traveling.
And there's that. We can sort of plan while we're on the road, Right now, we don't want to be traveling at night.
No, absolutely not.
While there's daylight, we need to get a move on.
So then how about we go, it's the Sansky and all that. We start on our way and then we come up with a plan on the road.
That is exactly the thing I was saying we should do, yes.
Agreed.
No, I'm saying let's go.
Well, if everybody's finished with their breakfast and such, sure.
Bal'Taem's ready.
Right. Off we go then.
Off we go to the famous bird.
All right.
Yes.
So you guys
Let's go buy
make
some
your
stuff.
way back to the sun-kissed circle on the eastern side, close to the eastern gates of the city. You continue out that way, and when you get there, it takes you a couple of hours, but you get there, and you see a wooden building with a stable attached close to the eastern gates of the city. As you get up to it, you see this lizard-like bird. It's weird looking, like painted on the sign. You do see the famous bird, and you head inside, and you see it's simple. It's got a counter, a few saddles hanging on the wall, and you see a human woman, sun-kissed skin, riding clothes, straw hat, black hair in a ponytail, kind brown eyes, and she looks up Hello there. What can I do for you?
Well, we're looking to procure sand ski and enough telluric to accommodate pulling such.
Right. Well, I have both of those. You're looking for how many telluric?
Well, just kind of like point to us. What type of sand ski? Is there a large enough sand ski to fit most of us?
I mean,
Maybe
a sand ski is mostly like a cart for horses.
All right.
So, you could get by with just one. Are you looking for one with a roof or without a roof?
A roof would be
With
preferable.
a roof,
Yeah, preferably
preferably.
with a roof.
I am
Alright.
trying to stroll about the desert in an oven.
You're looking then at 80 gold for the sand ski. And
Alright.
for each telluric, you probably want at least two. You're looking at 60 gold per telluric. And then probably throw in another 5 gold for feed and water for them.
And what
They don't
do
need a
these
lot.
creatures
They are
eat?
desert dwellers.
Oh, sorry. I just was wondering what they eat. I'm new to these parts. I just need to know if they eat.
Dried herbs, mostly. You can also give them dried meat. They are omnivores, but we give them dried goods. And you don't need to give them too much water, but just enough each day, a bit in the morning and a bit in the evening. They generally store it pretty well. They're used to these climates.
All right.
Wait, so 60 each, 80 for the card, and you said how much?
So we're
was
looking
it?
about 205.
Yeah,
205.
so 120 plus 80 is 205 total.
So I will take the 205 out of the party loot.
Cool.
Right. Okay. So she takes over the gold and she says, "All right then. Are you looking to leave now or?"
Preferably. You could
All
accommodate
right.
us.
Well, if you just give me about 20 old minutes, I'll get everything saddled up for you, caught, hitched, and everything ready, and I'll bring them out around the side of the city gate. If you just head out, we've got a little like opening area where we'll lead them out for you.
And we're on the east side, right?
Yes, you are.
Side.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to travel around.
Yeah. Okay.
First test, driving these things around the city,
Yeah.
where everyone can see how horrible of drivers we are.
I mean,
But
Rent a Sansky.
she just gives you a nod and she says, "I'll see you in about 20," and heads back into the back room and is gone.
How much feed was the 5 gold? How much was that per
She
day?
probably would have been like a week's worth.
A week's worth.
Okay, I'm gonna put a week's worth of telluric food in the party loot. Then that way, we know we have it.
Should we, if we come back, or I guess we're gonna come back afterwards? Should we get more? Because it's gonna be 2 weeks travel, right? Down where we need to go.
You're not sure how long it takes you to get down there, actually.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, they didn't say. So yeah, probably.
but probably like 2 to 3 weeks though. Is something we should get, right? If we come back.
yeah.
That
We can
sounds
handle
reasonable.
preparing
Okay.
for
you
the.
see
first.
like a bell on the counter, like if you'd like to call her back now, you can. But
Right. We don't have to get it now because I think we're probably gonna come back, right? If it's only
Yes,
2 days travel.
we're not going
say so.
straight there. We're gonna
Yeah,
come back.
We'll go come back, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll just be saying
Okay,
that for later.
So you guys like wait a few minutes in the cooler interior of the shop, and then when you feel like it's closer to the time, you head out and around, and you see led out. There's like an awning just to give a bit of shade out from the side of the city, and you see like an open sort of almost like a garage door but this open door that gives like shade, and you see just under it, ready to go out, is these two bird-like creatures, but they have sort of like lizard-like faces. They have like short wings on the side, and you can tell that probably not able to fly. You notice that they have like these long sort of necks, and like even though they have like the lizard type features, they have this like beak almost at the front, but not like a traditional bird. It's still got sort of the like lizard-esque skin over top of the beak, but a beak-shaped mouth. One of them is a sort of speckled whitish gray color, and the other is sort of like an orangish yellow. They have these like sort of like beady sort of black eyes that look at you as you move up towards them, and they are bipedal. They have these like long sort of legs that you see them like sort of kicking up and getting ready to move with. Behind them, you see each of them is hitched to this cart, large, not huge, but large enough to fit. Five of you, 4 to 5 of you, one person sort of sitting up and leading the reins, but comfortable enough with a little bit of extra space should you put any kind of like equipment or anything that you bring with you. And it's covered over gently, still open on all sides, but has like a roof, so like it wouldn't protect you from like if there was like a heavy rainstorm or a sandstorm, it would go through the cart. But you won't be sitting in the blazing sun with it like beating down on you directly. And Perry, I will give you this beast when I can. But
Hashtag druid's primary concern.
It is a beast.
Yay! Y'all just need to take her to a zoo.
No, you'd try to let everything out. The animals, they're freedom. Rise up!
Run free!
And you see the shopkeeper standing there, and she says, "Well, it's all ready for you. Is there anything else I can do for you?"
I have one question as well. Is this also a stable, or is there stables around here? Would you know?
There are stables at each of the 4 entrances to the city. The South Gate, the North Gate, and the West Gate.
And they charge for these services, I assume?
Yeah, it's not too costly, depending on how long you're staying. But for about a week's stay, probably maybe a gold.
All right. Thank you. You've been very helpful. I don't have any more further questions.
I do have one question.
Of course. What's the question?
Do these lovely creatures have a name?
Oh, you mean the
like,
actual...
are they named?
Well, we give them names, but if you're taking them, you can give them your own.
What do you call them?
The orange one with the orange and yellow is Tawny.
Tawny.
And the speckled one we just call Spots.
You're just gonna make this hurt when they die.
But
I will ask them if they like their names.
Can you speak with them?
No, I'm not asking. Like, I'm not doing speak with animals.
All right.
I'm just doing that thing where you talk to animals regardless.
Okay. Well, they seem they are like, and they like peck a little at you when you go over to them, but they generally nudge into your pet, and they seem fairly docile creatures. Looks like they've been well trained and meant for this kind of, similar to how buying a horse or renting a horse from a stable. Likely these are specifically used for this kind of travel and have been trained to be around people.
Okay.
So I have some of these fruits. Can I try to give each of those one of these fruits?
Yeah. So you hand out the fruits, and for a second you see the beady eyes kind of lock on you and like side of the head like blink for a second, and then as you hold it out, it comes down, it pecks once and like recoils, and then peck, and takes the fruit from you and grabs it in its beak. And you see one of them, that the second one, as you hold the second one out, grabs it, flicks it up in the air, and
Yay!
I like
Who
that one
delighted
better.
not just
And you
Perry,
just
but
hear,
also
like, a
Laura.
squeak, squeak.
No,
Happy
So they're
Tellerix.
raptors.
these things are adorable. I'm gonna walk up to Tawny and I'm just gonna like scritch somewhere that
Yeah,
looks
you're
like
able
it likes
to
to be
kind of
scritched.
like scritch like that the head, and you see like some of the feathers sort of come up the back of the neck, so you find like a place there and you scritch, and it kind of leans down, and you see the eye like blink, and
Oh my god, I love them so much.
yeah. So there
They're
you have your
magnificent, and I love them.
cart and Tellerix.
Yay! Okay. So we supplied up on everything else before, right?
I believe
good to
it's-
go?
I believe so.
Nothing
I think
else
we need to get some water and stuff like that, like barrels or something to put in there for some water.
Oh,
Did we use the water we picked up yesterday?
Water?
I don't know.
I don't think you did. 'cause
I don't
you-
think
We
we
didn't
did.
use
I don't
any
think we
water.
have
We
water.
were in the desert for like an hour.
Yeah, I don't think we
Yeah.
picked up water
Okay.
though.
and I'll
But I
say-
mean,
I
we're
think-
going
I
to be
think at
going more
most-
than an hour.
I know.
I
I'm
think
saying
I'm-
like we didn't use
Oh yeah,
any
we
'cause
picked up
we
like
were only-
water skins.
We still
before.
have
I think,
the-
I think he means like actual like
Yeah.
What
barrel,
they
like
look
a barrel.
Yeah,
to,
we,
like,
we
carry
got
whatever
like
it was.
water skins, but
Yeah,
we
that's
have
what I
like
mean.
no water to travel with.
That's what I think. Yeah.
So that's
Like a-
kind of what
like
they
a
look
barrel
like.
of water.
I mean, unless we're going to stop at the water store in the middle of the desert.
I mean, we can technically do that with a cleric and a druid,
I did prepare to make water.
but I think like an empty barrel wouldn't be bad. I guess.
Yeah, that's kind of my point.
Okay, well we can get some barrels real quick then. I mean, I'm not opposed to it. I just thought we had picked some up yesterday, but it was a long day yesterday.
So you're
maybe
heading
we
back
did
into
some
the city?
Well, I mean, if there's like a shop nearby, just pick up
Yeah,
like a
just
small
like
container,
a barrel, or
like
something
a
that.
barrel or something.
Okay, I'll
Or,
say,
you know,
yeah, it's
like
pretty
a
close
cask.
to the Sunseared Market. So you can quickly just run in and you're just buying like an empty barrel.
Yeah, like a barrel or a cask, like an empty cask, something that
Yeah,
can
yeah,
hold liquid.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
You find like a woodworker that has like barrels that he's created. It's like 5 silver for a barrel.
I mean, that way we don't get dehydrated in the middle of the desert.
Yeah. Is it
Okay.
10 gallons worth of barrel?
What?
Oh, but
what's
it's more than
normal-
that
what's
if it's a
normal-
barrel.
What's a normal cask of
I have no
beer?
idea, but I just don't know if it's at
I
least
mean,
10 gallons
probably
worth of barrel.
like an actual cask.
Yeah.
10 gallons.
I think
probably on
a
the small
keg
side.
comes
Like,
in
what's a
5,
keg?
10, or 25
So say
gallons,
10, so
depending on
say
the
10
size.
then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Then
if
we
do,
good.
yeah, that gives us space to put a spell's worth of water.
Yeah, because I mean, otherwise you kind of have to, make 10 gallons, and can you make 10 gallons over like 6 skins, or, how does that
No,
necessarily work?
you have a barrel. It's unsealed. So like you'll have a top, but the top won't be sealed.
Right.
So just be aware, like as you're
So
traveling.
no crazy driving.
Well, you are going over dunes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so just be mindful of how like the barrel works. You can you're okay,
Strap
but
it
if you
to a
get
fence.
into if you think you'll be okay going out into the desert, but if you get into some heavy weather or anything like that,
Yeah.
you may lose some of the liquid that you create. So
Hmm.
It's only it's what
but you
a
think
first
generally
level spell,
a general travel, you should be fine.
Second.
second level. Okay.
And as long as like
Being-
someone's kind of holding it and like keeping it steady.
I mean, I think we only really need it
Oh, no, it's a
if we
first.
run out of water.
Water, yeah.
We only
Yeah.
really need it if we run out of water in our water skins. So it's really just a place to store
Store
whatever's
wholesale,
left
yep.
over.
Mhm.
Pretty much.
So I don't think we need to worry about it
I
too
think we should be
much.
fine.
I mean, we don't want to just spill the water for no reason.
Right,
but-
just this is free.
Ah!
All right.
Yay, wasteful!
So, you guys
Yeah.
jump on the cart or the sand ski. You who's leading the?
I mean, I can sit up front with whoever's leading, but it probably might not be a good idea to put Chad up front or
Who's
Quinn. I should
Chad?
say. My bad,
Yeah.
Quinn.
This is Chad.
Or else,
So who's
he'd
taking
cook
the
in the
reins?
sun.
I mean, the thing is, Quinn has animal handling and is fairly good at this driving thing.
It's up
Is
to
the
you.
front
I mean,
covered at all, or is it just the back?
Like, is the
The-
seat under the cover?
Yeah.
Not really.
Oh,
I mean,
Mm.
you'll get a little bit because there is like a little cover, but you're
Yeah.
also the driver, and so like depending on where the sun is, it's going to be hitting you probably.
I
Right.
would say me, but I think that's a bad idea too. So.
I mean, I'm okay with animals. I mean, it's not a proficiency, but it's not bad.
I think someone definitely with leather will. So either you
I mean, I'm
or-
wearing
or-
leather, so
or Dobby.
well, you can give it a shot, Perry, and see how you do. And you're right. I don't need to be baking in the sun if I can avoid it.
no, I don't think we can fix that too well.
All right. So
I guess I'm
Perry,
manning the reins.
Yeah, you get the reins. The rest of you sort of get into the back and get under the cover. And Perry, just for shits and giggles, make an animal handling as you make the initial.
I would like to.
23.
Never mind. Doesn't.
Okay. You sort of like give them a light tap, and they look back at you, and they and head off and start heading. And it's fairly easy to navigate them initially. You kind of stay close to the wall of Zarithamar itself to like head around the north side. Sorry, head around the south side and out towards the west. It takes. They're actually pretty fast across the desert, and close to the city there aren't like heavy dunes, so it's a pretty smooth ride initially. And you make your way out towards the Voiceless Wastes. It takes you maybe from where you are to get all the way to the other sort of side of the city. I'll say maybe like fully a couple of hours only. It's hot, and those of you who have like heavier armor on, you feel it. You're not under the sun, but you definitely can feel yourself like sweating, and it's definitely uncomfortable. You feel like you're going through your water quite quickly. You're the water in your water skins to keep yourselves hydrated. But you do make it to the other side of the city fairly quickly, which would by foot would normally, like if you were inside the city, would normally take you like a good 4 to 5 hours of travel. But you make it into to the complete opposite side, and you start heading out west. Are you specifically looking for anything, or are you?
Well, I will take my cues from Bal'Taem, who I'm assuming is sitting so that he can see out the front of the wagon.
I'm not
Okay.
like, I'm just looking out in general because I know it's supposed to be like at least 2 days, so I'm not looking like super like looking for like anything like a building or something. I'm just like, looking out like, oh, do I see anything in this like ocean of sand essentially?
Okay.
Kind
So as you begin heading out, ooh, that's real loud for me. As you begin heading out into the west of Zarithamar, you begin to travel westward from the city, and the only thing you can see out in front of you as you get further and further from the city, and you can see that it's at this point it's as you're like starting to leave the city limits, It's about maybe 11 in the morning. Getting noontime. You can see the sun is starting to get higher. But you see only endless desert stretching out around you as far as your eye can see. It is extremely hot, and you know that long periods traveling out in the blazing sun will likely take its toll on you if you aren't careful. You hope that the general direction that you were given will be enough to help you pinpoint the location of this outpost. And every so often, as you travel for an hour, another hour, and it's getting sort of into the afternoon now, the early afternoon, you see rocks jutting out from the sand. And there are rocky patches in the desert that seem like they would be much easier to walk on or rest for a moment than the sandy dunes, which are now getting heavier and heavier and hillier as you are going like sort of over and through them.
Okay, so
But the environment... sorry.
I'm going to sort of, because we were told to stay on the flat areas as best we could, especially to sleep. I'm going to kind of navigate, while still going in the same direction. I'm going to try to like navigate so that I'm closer to the flat rocks in case we need to get to them.
Okay.
Or the rocky areas in case we need to get to them.
Make a survival, I'll say.
Okay. Survival's not bad. That is a 13.
Okay, I mean, you do your best, but a lot of these are like smaller patches. So like when you're ready to kind of like rest for a moment, take like, a short rest for, like water or feed or just to stretch your legs or whatnot. It's easy enough, but like staying on those areas is hard because they're actually they're smaller areas. So it's not like a large stretch of desert that is like heavily rocky or flat. So when you do see them, you do your best to like stay close to them, but they're few and far between. And sometimes as you continue your journey, you see stone shapes that look like they were maybe once structures or buildings. But the environment and erosion has washed away any semblance of understanding as to what originally took its place as you continue out into this desert. Now, as you're trying to navigate your way to this outpost and only have a general direction, we're going to do a skill challenge to navigate the Voiceless Wastes. So, what would you like to do in order to ensure a successful journey to this destination?
Okay.
Won't everybody go at once?
Okay, well, the first thing I would like to do is I want to be very mindful and pay attention to whether or not I feel like rumblings underneath the ground, that sort of thing, because I remember being told that there were things beneath the ground.
Okay, so you're keeping an eye out for any kind of like landmarks and dangers that might be around.
Yes.
All right, give me a perception check.
Okay, here goes. Oh, shit.
Okay.
That's a nat one.
You are trying to be as mindful as possible of everything around you, but you're also trying to make sure that you keep the Telleric, going at a steady pace and are controlling them to the best of your abilities. And all of this information going through your head of like what to look for, what to do. You also remember that you were really told to travel at night, but you're traveling during the day, and it's all like kind of getting muddled in your head, and it's just taking all of your focus to keep yourself from changing direction and navigating in the complete wrong way, because everything starts to bleed together as like you can't, like where you are now, you can't see or make out, other than basically where the sun is in the sky, any direction of anything. And so you're just trying to keep like a general like forward pace to the west without messing anything up, basically. So that's where you
Quick point of clarification. I thought Erin told us to travel during the day, do not travel at night.
Did she? Oh, okay. Maybe I thought she said travel at night.
She said traveling at night would be cooler, but it would also be a bit more
dangerous.
hazardous.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just have don't travel at night. If there's a vibration, be still and quiet.
That's right. Yeah. Night is more dangerous.
Okay.
Does
But
anyone have anything?
less
I
exhaustive.
have something.
I might. Okay,
Mine might be
so
fail.
remind me, we're heading west, and we're basically looking for an old outpost, and that's pretty much all we were told.
Yeah, and you only know that it's 2
Okay.
days west somewhere of the city, which is in the Voiceless Wastes, which is an area of desert outside of that's part of Seratan, but that is west of Zerithmar.
Okay, so I think...
Before you go, Chad, can I get a point of clarification real quick?
Yes.
From DM? Would me using a Bardic Inspiration count as my help? Or would I also be able to make a check if needed?
You could. It depends on what is being done and how the help is happening, but no, a Bardic Inspiration would not be considered your check.
Okay. Go ahead, Chad.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's fine. So let's see. We've already seen some ruins of buildings. I want to see if I can basically check where these buildings are, the direction that we're going, and see if I can spot any sort of clues with the layout of things, with the terrain, just to see if there's any kind of sign that we're heading in the right direction, just based on how other things are constructed in a left or rot.
Okay. I'll say, I mean, Perry was already kind of looking at landmarks and dangers, but I'll say what you're looking for is you're just trying to use the various markers and rocks and ruins that you're seeing.
I'm trying to kind of spot like a pattern of construction.
So you're using and I'm saying this is happening over a long period of time. So this is going to determine how long this challenge is going to determine how long it basically takes you to get there and what happens. So this is happening over multiple days. So I'm not going to make us do like full rests or anything like that. But I will tell you when like a new day has started. So.
Cool.
Yes, you are looking for basically at this point to make sure that you're going in the right direction and using these landmarks to make sure that you're not like getting turned around, and you're also trying to find places of respite so that you can rest safely and make sure that you don't all exhaust yourselves as well as your animals.
Yes.
So go ahead and make me a survival, please.
Cool. I will inspire you.
Okay. Let's see if I need it. 19.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't think I...
Well, you got this inspiration anyways because...
You're hanging on to some inspiration.
Pass a gold to your ginger, oh village of many, oh village of many, oh.
I was going to look over my shoulder like, we're in the middle of nowhere. What village?
It's a song. I wrote it. You know what, screw it.
I'm just saying, it's not very good location-wise.
You feel inspired. So you have 10 minutes of Bardic Inspiration. But you are able to kind of direct the group to various areas of rest and respite as you're making this journey.
Cool. I did it!
Okay. So I want to because I know the sun, or maybe I don't know this actually. The sun rises in the east, right? And it's usually setting in the west.
Yeah, generally, yeah.
So I'm just gonna try to use the sun indicator of it's rising this way, so I know the opposite of that is where we should be heading. And then when we set, and if it's off to us, I'm like, okay, if it's off to us when we set for night, that's the direction we need to be heading, because that's more west.
Okay. So you're trying to use the sun as a
That's
guide,
like a compass, essentially.
as a compass.
Yeah.
Okay, that's another survival. It's going to be a little bit of a higher DC, but sure, go ahead.
Okay.
May I give guidance to Bal'Taem?
Well,
because I've never guided anyone.
This is like happening over a long period of time. So like each
I retract
of these checks is like it's not just you doing one thing at one point. It's happening as you're traveling the desert.
Survival.
Yes. Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
So
Ow.
so
Wah, wah.
you are using the sun, and you think you're going west as it begins to crest over the over into the afternoon, and you're getting like later in the day at this point, and you think that that's the right direction, but other than that you don't really have anything else to go on, and you're really not sure, other than we're going west, but like where west?
Yeah. Right.
We're going west-ish.
And I'll say you guys, come to, you're able to, make various rests and come to another day, and you're continuing on your journey.
Okay.
So,
So does anyone have like a quill and like some paper to write on?
I look at
Oriana
Oriana.
probably
Let's
does.
this point to Oriana.
Yes.
I mean, I also have, my sketchbook.
Might you be comfortable tearing some paper out?
I mean, I have loose parchment.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, I want to take some of the loose parchment and borrow like a quill or something, and I actually want to start notating like landmarks and stuff like that as we travel.
Ooh, clever.
I mean,
Try to rely on-
that's kind of what Quinn was doing.
Yeah. I just didn't write it
He
down.
just wasn't writing it down. So I mean,
Okay.
I'll say you can do that to assist what Quinn did, and you're like using the paper to, but it's basically the same thing.
So I mean, that way we could try to make a map of where we've been. That
Yeah.
way, we're
Yeah, that's
So we can come
smart.
back easily.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, you're doing the best you can with that. I'll say like with Quinn's kind of help, and he's like pointing things out. But again, there isn't like, oh, this is exactly like, that you'll see like a finger-shaped rock coming out at one point, and then you'll see like another rocky patch over here, and then you might see some like stones in one place. It's hard to find like exact, like it's not like, oh, there's a village here, or there's like a tower over here, or there's like something specific. And you do see like the sands move across, oh, I just hit my mic, across the desert. So like you're not sure how concrete your map will be. But you do help with that, I'll say. And you do have something that you think, should you come back to these areas, maybe if things are still similar, you'd be able to like point out, oh yeah, this was where we rested, kind of thing.
Question, DM.
Oh, go ahead.
If we're at another day, could I have prepped a different spell then?
I'll say yes.
Okay. In that case, I have an idea. It burns a 3rd level spell, but I have an idea. Could I use conjure animals to conjure some sort of flying creature let's see, it's one beast of CR2 or lower. So could I summon maybe like an eagle or a hawk and have it like fly out and come back?
Yes.
And then I would have also, if I was going to do that, prep Speak with Animals, so I would cast Speak with Animals so that I could...
Does Speak with Animals require concentration?
It's a ritual.
It's a ritual, it's not concentration.
Okay.
So I
Just
could
takes
conjure...
10 minutes to cast, and then you can talk to animals for 10 minutes.
Okay.
Right.
So how far are you having your eagle fly?
Let's have it
And
fly.
are you just like sitting in the desert while you're having your eagle fly ahead of you?
Yeah, I would like slow us down some so that we didn't get too far and have it go out maybe a mile or so and come back and tell me if it saw anything
Okay.
up ahead.
All right. I just need to.
I don't have eagle stats on me because I can't be one yet.
Yeah. So eagle.
80 feet fly speed.
Well, a regular eagle is 60 feet fly speed.
Yeah, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
would
Knew it
only be
was something like
summoning
that.
like a regular eagle.
Okay. So, yeah, so regular eagle, all right, make a perception check for the eagle, which
Okay,
is...
I'm just gonna roll a d20 and
It's a d20 plus 4.
okay. So that's a 17.
Okay, so the eagle goes out a mile and comes back, and what do you ask it?
Did you see anything ahead? Like an old building, something that humans might use that's abandoned?
I saw desert. I'm on endless desert.
Well,
A few rocks here or there. I think a cactus. Actually, probably wouldn't even know what a cactus is. So.
so that was.
Animals are dumb, guys.
It has a
Oh, well,
4.
I mean,
it has
it
2
might have-
intelligence, I think.
That's the takeaway from today.
Yeah, it's not very smart. I just.
No,
Harry
I mean,
wouldn't
it can
summon
tell you
fey
what
creatures,
it saw,
so.
but that's
yeah,
what
but
it
it probably
saw.
didn't see much
Yeah.
either.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's what's disappointing is I figured it didn't see anything.
And,
Well,
60
so
feet
I will
flying.
relay
It
that.
took it a while, I would say, to like get out a mile.
Yeah, it probably lasted its hour.
20
It's
or
gone.
20 or 30 minutes. No, you probably still have another 15 minutes or so left of it. But I mean, did you? I assume you conjured animals.
Yeah,
So
and it
how
lasted.
many animals do you get to conjure?
Is
it just one?
Depends on the CR. So.
Well, an eagle is 0.
Oh.
Oh, it's like that's like 8, isn't it?
Well,
Yep.
then I'd summon eight eagles and send them out in
Okay.
front of us in like different directions, and I
Okay.
ask all 8 eagles
Yeah.
to tell
When
me if they
come back,
saw
They
things.
all say the same thing.
So
A mile out is
Yeah,
is
a mile
not
out,
super
okay.
far
And that would have
place.
taken,
so they
like-
tell you endless desert.
endless desert. Okay. And yeah, that'd be about.
But
as
I'm going
far
to
as
tell
I
you
could
that
get with
that's
them.
not a part of the survival check. That was just you to try and get anything
Bearings, yeah.
useful.
I
Well,
would
if they tell us where
like.
the rocks are, we can at least follow in that direction, stay near rocks
Yeah.
to rest on.
Yeah, they would
Yeah.
point out, dependent on which way you want to go. And there are various like each of the 8 eagles, as you send them out in the 8 various direction points, north, northwest, south,
Yeah.
southwest, all of them, all tell you like where the various patches are.
Okay. So
I would like
burns those spells for the day. So I'm gonna unlock those.
to try and maybe in like my pocketbook or something, just kind of sit down and do some math
Okay.
and kind of figure out about where we are in terms of the city and where I was told this place would be, to just see if maybe we've gone past it.
Okay. Yeah.
Just in
Yeah. So like to better understand the landscape and any information from the city that could be helpful, make an intelligence
Yeah.
check for me.
General intelligence. Okay. Wish I could inspire myself, but I can't. 21.
All right. So, thinking about thinking about what you've been told and generally like how far you are at this point from the city and everything like that, you think you're going in the right direction, and just based on sort of the landmarks you've passed, you don't think that you've gone too far yet, too far in one direction. You think that you still have further to go before you'd hit the point where this outpost would be.
I think we are on the right track and not quite there yet, but at least we haven't passed it, if my maths is correct.
Well, that's good to know at least.
It's nice to know that math says we're not going to die out here in the middle of nowhere. Hooray for math, says Quinn, getting all sweaty and
And
surly.
you guys are continuing to go, and yeah, you're really starting to feel it.
Yeah.
Now that you're like heavily out in the desert for the majority of the day.
Yep.
As we run low on water, I'll refill us.
How
Okay,
long
I'm
does
gonna
it
keep that
take to
12 for-
don heavy armor again?
A while.
A long time.
I think like 5. No, doffing
Like
is.
10.
I can't remember. Doffing is a
It's
few
10,
minutes.
10 and 5.
I think doffing is faster than donning.
Yeah,
Doffing is
faster.
Yeah,
10
'cause
is
you
five
Technically,
for
this is
heavy.
medium also.
Oh, medium is 5 and 1, I believe, and then 1 in an action.
I mean, any amount of time to put it back on is entirely too long, considering I'm a cleric.
Well, you just keep your butt in the back. where you're
Yeah,
safe.
medium
We'll-
armor is 5 minutes to
Gated.
get into and 1 minute to get out of. Heavy armor is 10 minutes, 5 minutes.
And that's
Yeah.
alone, right? You can have
That-
somebody help you.
It doesn't matter. It's still going to take 5 minutes
Yeah,
to put it on.
even with help.
So you're still like putting the pieces on, like strapping them in, everything like that. You might be able
Yeah.
to. You might be able to doff it a bit faster because you're like taking the straps off. But
Mm.
putting it on, you got to like clip everything together and stuff like that. So you're not going to be able to make that any significantly
Okay. Yeah.
faster. Maybe a minute faster or something like that. But
I mean, if I had an army of sprites or something to work all the straps at the same time, then maybe it would speed it up.
Yeah.
But, you know, full-sized adults with hands, there's only so much room on a person.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're not going to be like, even with like this, even if all 6 of you, if you got attacked, you wouldn't be able to do it in an action. Like it would take you.
No.
It would
Yeah.
take you time.
Yeah.
Like, I'll
It would
say,
take me
like,
the entirety of combat.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
To get it back in.
I'll be with you in a
Alright,
bit.
so what does you have 3 failures and 2 successes right now.
Mm-hmm.
So what does anyone else want to try to do to get you there?
Oh shit! Yeah,
Successful.
my initial one was one of the checks.
Mm-hmm.
Not good. Sorry,
Dobby
y'all.
or Cedric, is there anything you want to do?
I mean, I'm
I don't
looking through my stuff.
No deserts, so yeah. I mean,
Oriana doesn't know deserts. I just had her do math.
I
Yeah, Perry
got.
doesn't know deserts either.
I mean, we already did a survival check, so I don't know.
There's
Don't worry
lots of
about if
stuff
the
you
check
can
makes
do.
sense. Just don't worry about if the check makes sense. Just think how you can use it.
How would Dobby behave?
There are
Like-
still a few things that you guys haven't done.
Hmm. No, that wouldn't work. Okay. Oh, plus it's the sun. It's not like you could. Oh, okay. I can't use the stars for navigation. Oh, fuck.
Or you could if you
Okay.
decided to take night.
We've already navigated pretty well.
Yeah.
I think we just needed somebody to make a check that's like, we in any kind of danger or something?
Well, see, I did that and I botched it. So
Yeah. I'm just saying, it's been a while since
If,
we tried to
if
do
it is
something.
any kind of danger, then yeah, then Dobby will just do a regular perception, I guess. You know. It's
You
like
can
a
make
like a
perception.
yeah.
If you want.
So yeah, like he climbs on
it's
like
gonna be a hard,
Sinric's
it's gonna be a
shoulder,
harder DC because you've already
Yeah.
you have already made us perception before.
and then plus
I
I
will-
disadvantage anyway because I'm exhaustion. So
No,
No,
it's
you
been a whole
would've-
day.
you're fine.
No, he would still have exhaustion.
I would still have exhaustion.
Okay.
Going
yeah.
through this check, he'd still have exhaustion.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll make it clear why, but he would still have it.
I have. a
I'm
weird
giving you
thing
the
I wanna
day
do.
for your spells and anything fun that
Right.
like you might be able to do, but generally like this check is going to see how you get there and in what shape you guys get there.
All right, cool.
Right.
So yeah,
Fair
so
enough.
Dobby's gonna climb on Sinric's shoulders, and like a meerkat, he's gonna try to look around. So,
I'll go ahead and inspire Dobby too, just in case.
Okay, so go ahead and make a perception with disadvantage.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Yes, too.
God.
Ah,
And
Yeah.
roll your
1d4.
Roll the d8.
Oh, D8.
Yeah.
it's a D6, right?
It's a D8. It's
Oh,
a
it's a
D8
D8.
now.
Okay, D8.
5.
5.
All right.
7.
All right. You get on Cedric's shoulders and you squint to try and make it out, but the sun is just bearing down on you, and all you see is like the shimmering heat rolling off the dunes. as you guys are trying to find your way, and you kind of try to point a direction where you think you see something off in the distance, and you begin heading towards it, and you guys continue traveling, and it takes you a while. You're trying to landmark things. You feel like sometimes maybe you've come in circles, but then some of the rock shapes look different. You guys continue on your way, and another day passes, and another day passes. But eventually, you come to a rolling hill. It takes you 2 extra days, and you arrive with exhaustion.
Oh, God. All right. That is luck.
So, Dobby, you'll have 2 points.
Yep.
All right.
Put that on there. There we go.
But as you
Be
sort of
halved.
slowly crest this dune, you kind of get to the top, and as you peer down, you can see the outskirts of these dilapidated ruins. And the first thing you notice, even from the distance you're at, are figures slowly moving around the area. From your vantage point, you notice an entrance, or like a darkened passage in the center of the ruins.
I'm gonna, since it's been days, I'm gonna.
So yeah, I'll say that you
change some
can. Yeah,
spells.
you can. Your spells are refreshed. You can set the spells that you would want for the day here, as you are in it's maybe late morning at this point as you're getting to this these ruins.
Okay. Let's see. We're gonna got that.
Okay. All right. So everything that's going on down there, there are.
You're pretty
You said
far
100 people
from you're at the top of this hilly area, or this dune area that kind of rolls down and then flattens, and then it's maybe another 80 or so feet to the outskirts of these ruins.
Okay.
Figures, and we see a darkened, faded passage is what you're saying?
Yeah,
Or is it
something where you can see light enters, but then doesn't. It pierces, but because you're looking down at it from the top, but it looks like it goes deeper in underneath somewhere. So, are you guys just baking out in the sun, or you have your cart and your Telerics that are kind of
what time of day is it?
It's still in the.
It's still
Yeah,
it's
the
like
sun.
late morning, getting close to noon.
Okay. The figures that are wandering around down there, do they? Let's see. Do they look like there's any kind of pattern, or?
Make a perception.
Okay. And that's gonna be with some disadvantage. Come on, perception check. Oh God.
You
That's
feel
not
like
one.
as you're trying to make it out, you feel like your sweat get into your eyes, and the salt of your sweat burns for a second, and it's just the burning sun is just cooking you as you're trying to make this out, and you're just having real trouble trying to like really make out anything other than like these various like dots on the horizon. And again, the heat that's like rolling up from the desert is also kind of obscuring your vision.
Okay, cool. So I just back away from wherever I was looking around.
Okay. I'll say you guys have like just kind of crested the top of the dunes, but you haven't fully gone over top of them yet. So you haven't taken your Telleric or Sandski like inside. It's up to you on what you choose to do with yourselves and your mounts.
Okay. All right. All right. So while we're all just gathered over there, I was like, all right, we made it. Now what?
Well, it seems far less abandoned than Bal'Taem was led to believe. That's for sure.
I would argue it's still abandoned, it just has residents. I mean, it's not exactly,
I'm not
Top
worried
shit.
about semantics, Melody. I'm worried about the number of people that we don't know are there. What I wouldn't give to be able to fly.
I mean,
You feel the sun getting hot, like bearing down
Yeah.
on you guys.
well, if we're gonna be out here, we need to try and see if there's any way we can at least maybe get some shelter for
Yeah,
ourselves
I mean,
or for the Telleric.
I'll
And
say
we
like
can-
back maybe 40 feet or so, there was like a rocky outcropping where you could potentially tie up the tower.
Said that way.
Okay.
okay. Well, I believe Dobby's plan was for y'all to try to sneak in. However, we're all very, very tired. It was a very long journey. I do not know how sneaky any of us can be.
Is it still like? There's no way we can, it's still like what early.
It's like
morning,
midday.
right? Yeah,
Like
midday.
not even midday yet. It's
Oh, no,
just
mid-morning.
like-
I'm sorry. I
it's
said
just
it wrong.
getting
Okay,
to-
cool.
It's like probably like 11:30.
Yeah.
Okay,
You still
So-
have a lot of daylight left.
there's like no way, right, that we could just.
Val, if we need some time, I'll
Rest.
start ritually casting Tiny Hut
Yeah, like
or
we
Scarlet Study.
like we rest. Okay, we wait until nightfall and then we sneak in. I feel
Okay,
like
you're gonna
that's
wait until nightfall.
I mean,
Which
I'm telling you,
FYI,
it's-
this exhaustion is not because you didn't sleep. It's because
Yeah.
of the
Yeah, yeah.
conditions
Oh, I
of the
gotcha. I
travel.
understand what you're
So
saying.
you're not
Yeah.
ready
Yeah.
to sleep yet. So you can do like a short rest in your study, but you're not gonna get a long rest unless you're just planning to wait 8 hours, re-ritual cast
I'm
for
just-
another 8 hours. No, I'm just
No,
letting you
I'm-
know, so that's why.
I'm just putting it up because it's temperature controlled,
Yeah.
and if we're about to have like a in-game 3-hour discussion about what our move is,
No,
then at
I
least
just wanted to give you like an overview of like
Yeah.
FYI, like that.
Yeah.
That's not gonna.
I'm not expecting for us to take an 8-hour rest.
Okay, yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. I just wanted to, yeah. So you find that you go to that like rocky sort of outcropping area. You kind of like try to put the Tellerics like under it and in the cooler shade, but you know that they've been pretty resilient creatures. As long as you give them food and water, they seem to be okay. So you set out some water for them and a few of the a bit of the food that you've got. As you're wondering, you're going to get very close to that week's worth of food as you took an
Yeah.
extra. It's been 4 days since you left
Yeah.
Zerithmar at this point. But yeah, you set some out for them so they'll be comfortable. Oriana, you take the 10 minutes and ritually cast your dome, and you guys feel a respite for a moment from the hot sun as you are able to. It's temperate in here. It's not air conditioned by any means, but you're at least not being bared down on by the sun. Quinn's looking a little bit like a tomato.
And I'll make
He's
I'll
got
make
a
the
little bit
outside
some,
of-
some of
I'll
the
make-
skin's peeling a little bit at this point.
I'll make the outside of the dome match the rock and
Okay,
sand.
yeah, so it's like
Add
a
it to
gritty,
the same
like
color.
sandy, brown, like brown beige-ish color.
All right. So, how do we want to make this work? We can go in now. We can go in later. We can try and all go in together. We can try to scout it out.
I mean, the idea here is to look around and see if we see your sister, right?
Well, didn't think, well, I thought it was going to be abandoned. I didn't think there was anyone here at all, so I thought it was going to be more clues, but this could be more what I was asked for than I thought.
Yeah.
So then I think we need to decide, are we trying to just get information? Are we trying to see if she's actually here? Are we going to fight our way
Down there, I'm
through?
going to get her out of there.
So then we need to make a decision. What approach?
We should go on a stealthy approach. Okay? We don't know who's here. It could be abandoned. Could not be abandoned. Okay? I rather think
Definitely not abandoned.
it's not abandoned.
It's
Okay?
definitely not
They
abandoned.
are people.
There are people, and right now I'm not really trusting people. Okay? So I say, wait till nightfall. Okay? Go in stealthy. Try to figure out from there. Okay? Our best form of survival is not going in head on. And also having the chance to surprise them if some shit goes down. Okay, I'm just saying.
Right. Makes sense to me.
I just won't say beforehand though. Just this I don't think I ever recalled how I even ran into these people to any of you before. This was me and my sister were traveling a journey at night, and the undead Risen?
Roses.
Rose.
Whoa,
English
whoa.
is whatever.
They were
Rise it did.
Yeah.
Common is such a terrible language.
Rose from the ground and attacked me and her. And when I came to, she was gone. Last thing I saw was her being carried off.
So, you're saying that these people...
Are undead?
No, not that they are undead, but they can bring about something with undead, possibly at night. That's
Something of the sort.
a kink in the whole scout it out in the evening
Yeah,
plan.
that's
if
why I
if
wanted
ever
to put
saw
that
one.
out there before we.
Well, yeah, you're the cleric though. Couldn't if shit goes down, couldn't you do your whole bibbidi bobbidi boop shit and like cast them aside? Yeah, no.
That's a different god.
I mean, I don't say those exact words, but maybe something similar. But, it's not like it's 100% effective. And if there's, say, 100 zombies or something around us, and I manage to get rid of, 37 of them, that's still quite a few zombies we have remaining to make us into a nice, even meal. So, there's that.
It might have helped to know that there were.
The question is though, I mean, do they all have the ability to do some necromancy shit, or does one of them have the ability?
I didn't personally meet anyone particular, any person at all either. I just was ambushed at night.
Yeah. If that's so, then we could figure out who's the necromancer and do a quick, and before they can do the whole magic shit.
Okay, well that
I
means
would-
that.
DM, how much
That's not that.
common is necromancy in this world? Is this like something that people study regularly? Is it strictly
Make a
regulated?
Arcana.
I clicked
I
it.
just rolled
I don't know if it went through though.
There it goes.
Didn't roll with disadvantage though. Yep. So let me do another one. Hold on.
Yeah, let me do this.
Okay.
19.
Well,
It's not common. Like raising things from the dead is generally not. It's not polite in social circles. So you generally
Frowned upon
don't
at
see it in
parties.
society, but there are people that have the ability to do so, and there are those that would use those abilities to gain power or to gain land, or for other various purposes. Not all of them necessarily to like kill or maim or murder, but to sort of help them go further in their goals. So there are people who can. You've never seen it yourself before, but you've read in books that there are various magics that can do it, and there's nothing really like stopping someone from, in the right circumstance or when they need to, raising undead forces. But yeah, generally in cities,
Yes.
you're not going to see like wizards raising zombies to like guard anything, or because the one thing that you have read about that you do know is that it's not a guaranteed magic. Things can happen where your sway over the bodies of the dead that you raise can break, and then they are just undead creatures that hunger for flesh and bone, and at that point they're under no one's compulsion to do anything. So you do know that.
So it's not strictly regulated, but it's also super risky, so not a lot of people try.
Yeah, like if you tried to do it in a city, like you'd probably be stopped and like but if you did it out somewhere in remote, someone's not gonna like there's not someone who's gonna like smite you down for it. And there are destroyer gods who are all for raising corpses to help you in your goals.
Here's my concern, Dobby. We're all very tired from the journey. I don't know. I mean, this is more nice than just being out in the sun. But I don't know if this is necessarily going to protect us from making us even more exhausted. And if we spend a whole day out here, we're going to be in direct sunlight for a long time. My fear is that not only will our enemies get stronger at night, but if we get weaker during the day, we're going to be in a terrible position both for sneaking and for fighting. I could try to be a distraction while the rest of you sneak in.
But then that leaves you out here alone.
Yeah.
While we go somewhere else. You see how that's maybe
Then,
not so great idea.
then I can be with somebody. My point is, we can have somebody distracting while somebody sneaks in. We don't necessarily have to all be at one. I know we all talk about, not splitting up the group, it's dangerous, yada yada, but at this point, I don't know how sneaky we're going to be in broad daylight, super tired.
I understand.
And I don't think waiting until nightfall is going to be a good option.
Well, there's one
Not-
option we could try. There's quite a few people milling about down there. See if maybe one of them wanders away from the herd, and we could pick them off and have a little chat.
I mean, we could, but again, that implies that we are going to be waiting for a significantly long period of time.
Not
In the desert.
necessarily.
Well, it sounds like the only option you can think of is make yourself bait while the rest of us just run in right now,
Well, they're outside.
and that
too,
doesn't
right?
really
They're
work
like-
either.
Yeah,
they're
they
like-
were
they
well.
were-
The shapes that you saw were out in the sun.
Okay,
Just-
and we didn't get close enough to
assume they
see
have to
whether or
take-
not they were
You
like.
didn't see numbers. You didn't see what they were. You didn't see who they were. You didn't see.
Yeah, I tried and failed, so
Oh crap!
Yeah, I suppose the sun has a toll on them as well. They probably have to take some sort of rest at some point.
first of all,
I
I think
don't,
maybe we need to at least take another look and see if anyone besides me can get an idea of their numbers.
I mean, I can slip out and see if I can see. I'm pretty observant.
I'll give it a try.
Okay.
So you're heading up to the top of the hill. Or top of the
Yeah.
dune?
Mhm.
Okay, you head up to the top of the dune, and you go to peer out. Go ahead and make a perception check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
13.
You get a bit better of a look than Quinn did, but it's still really hard to make out. You do see shapes moving slightly, but you can't get like a bead on. You still can't make out who it is, and you can't really get a bead on numbers. You see a few, but you don't know how many total, and you can't really get an idea of like positioning or like movements or anything like that. It's just really, really hard to see as you're like trying to focus on them. You're just a bit too far.
Okay.
And with the heat bearing down on everything and you tired, it's hard. You'd have to get a bit closer in order to really make out what's going on there.
Okay, so I'm gonna slip back down and tell
Go
them
back
that.
into the dome.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to get closer. I mean, we can't see much from here, and if we don't get closer, we're not gonna know anything.
I will say that as you looked out, what Quinn failed to see was there were a couple of areas where there were like a couple of like rock sort of formations in various areas where like if you could slip down and maybe get behind them, you could maybe keep yourself obscured. If you could be, if you could get there well enough, then you might get a better sort of idea of what's going on, but also kind of have a little bit of cover.
Okay, so I'm gonna report that back. I think it might be best if I slip in closer, get behind some of those rocks, see if I can see more.
So what, you're gonna turn into like a small animal or something?
I mean, the problem with that is if I'm small enough to not be seen, if I'm like a rat, I'm going to see with the eyes of a rat, and they are far less perceptive than I am.
You don't got like a cat or something?
I mean,
do.
I know I can be a cat.
You
I
do.
don't
You have a
know.
cat. You can be a
Yeah, I
cat.
have a cat. I mean, it could also be a cat, but again, I'm gonna see with the eyes of a cat.
No, you keep your wisdom.
Yep.
You only take their you'd only
Yeah,
take
that's
their
far
more.
perception
Okay.
if it's better than yours, which I don't think a cat.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I mean, I could turn into a cat the color of the sand.
Go incognito. Go
Yeah.
closer. Get
Sort of
see
camouflage myself.
with the vision. Okay, cool. I'm liking this first step of the plan. Okay, this is a good plan.
Okay. So, how far away are we now? Because I want to know.
You're 40 feet back, and then you have to get to the top of the dune. So it's like 40 or 50 feet to get to the top of the dune. And then to one of these rocky sort of areas, it's another 50 feet or so. 40, 50
Okay,
feet.
so I'm gonna get to the top of the dune, and then I will turn into a cat.
Okay.
And stealth my way.
Okay.
Up.
You are a cat. And yeah, you do your best to move. Make a stealth check
Okay, let me flip the
as you
cat.
pitter patter across the sand. It's very hot.
Yeah, this
Fur
is
doesn't
not
make it
comfortable.
Fun, but you're okay for the little period of time that it's going to
Yeah.
take.
So. Cat stealth. 22.
All right, yeah, you feel
Sneaky,
pretty
sneaky
confident that getting over to this little rocky area, you've not been seen.
Okay. So I'm going to peer around and see if I can get a better view.
Okay, you're making a perception check as a cat, right?
Well, no, it'd be.
Okay,
No,
well,
I mean you're in your cat form when you're making this perception check, correct?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. $19.
All right. So you can see from where you are, you're about 60 feet from this structure. You see these ruined walls along the eastern side, which is the side that you're coming in from, because you're coming in. You've been traveling west, but this is the eastern side of this outpost, or these ruins. You see these walls, and just at the corner of one of these, you see a figure kind of shambling in the corner.
Shambling is never a good word.
Okay, so figure shambling.
Can't really
Positive
make out,
ever shambles.
Can't really make out features, but clothes look kind of torn and ruined.
Okay, can I smell to see if I smell like the rot of undeath?
Go ahead and make another perception check. I think
Okay, and this will be
advantage,
normal.
yeah, so normal.
Because of keen smell.
Yeah.
14.
Smells like sand and desert and heat. You're
Okay.
you're quite far away, like you're still 60
Okay,
feet
I'm not
away
close
from
enough
it.
to smell,
It's
but
gonna be
shambling
hard to-
figure.
And this is a wide open
Yeah.
area, so it's really hard to get smells of anything. And you do, like, every once in a while, a breeze does come along and blow some of the sand, and you kind of have to, like, scritch your nose a little bit.
Okay, do I get an idea of like how many other
You just saw
things
the,
are
you saw the
wandering
one
around?
figure from your vantage point. You do see, like, these walls that kind of are maybe like 5 to 6 feet tall, that look like kind of broken and ruined. You see a sort of like an entrance area in between these walls. You see like a down sort of pillar. You do see a large sort of in the center, beyond this like corner wall, stone structure of something. It looks like a face almost, maybe head of a statue of some sort, a large statue.
Okay. Is there another rock that's like maybe a little bit closer that I could like move and get a closer vantage?
No, the other rock outcropping is like the same, sort of on the
Okay.
same latitude, but like just further to the what would it be, south?
Okay.
How far? Well, I'm not watching her.
I'm like 90 feet out though, because like I had to go.
Can't
She's
leave.
90 feet out, and you have no idea where she is.
It's been a while though, right? Like a couple of minutes or so.
Yeah, maybe like 10 minutes.
I'm gonna take the wire pin or the copper pin out of my hair, and I'm just gonna. Patty, I don't know if this will work if you are a cat, but what's taking so long?
I cannot speak, so
You
I'm
can't-
going
you don't
to.
even get the message because
Yeah,
you
you
have
don't get a
literally
message,
no
'cause
idea where she went. You didn't know where this rocky outcropping is, so you just pointed off in a random
No, I
direction.
just told you I was going down to some rocky outcroppings.
Okay.
Also,
Alright.
magic doesn't go through
Yeah. Message
It
doesn't-
does.
the hut.
Message,
It goes through as long as I know that she's there. It's,
Not-
No,
It goes
But-
around.
not tiny
It go-
hut.
Oh yeah, tiny. You're inside the tiny.
Oh
hut.
yeah, never
You have to
mind.
come
I
out of the
forgot.
hut and then
I
you have
forgot.
to go
I
out to the
forgot.
top
I
side.
forgot. I forgot. I forgot. I forgot.
Okay, so like there's a stone structure like behind that looks like maybe the head of a statue.
Yeah, some like it looks very large, like the head of some kind of large statue that's fallen to ruin.
Okay, so if I'm gonna wait like 5 more minutes and see if anything else comes out.
You lose sight of that figure.
Okay. Did it look like it was like shambling and like going around, or was it just like wandering?
Make it,
Like, did it look like
make
it was
an
actively on?
insight.
Okay, I will insight this zombie.
I am gonna head out the hut just to like peek over the cropping,
By
make
the
sure
way,
there's nothing
your
like
message
blowing
wouldn't
up.
have gone through the dune. Magical silence, 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of letter, 3 feet of wood blocks a spell. You have like quite like 20 feet of sand that would be blocking your spell from where you are. You're in the
So-
bottom of the dune.
Yeah.
That's a 17 insight on the shambling thing. Is it patrolling question?
You can't really tell. What didn't look like it was like moving around. It just looked like you saw it kind of like shuffling in that like corner area where the wall is kind of broken down, and then it kind of like walked out of your purview.
Okay, so I didn't like see it go in any.
But it
direction.
doesn't.
Okay.
Didn't it like from where you could tell? It didn't seem to be patrolling the outer walls.
Okay, that was my question. Is there a zombie on patrol?
Yeah.
Okay, so once
Zombie patrol.
zombie patrol. So I would have waited, and if I've lost sight of it, I'm gonna head back as quickly as possible, as quickly and carefully as possible.
Okay. Yeah, you get back to the group.
And I'm gonna pop back out.
Okay.
We'll get into the hut, and then I will wild shape.
Okay. Yeah. So you see
Or
this cat
I find
walk
it.
into the hut, and then shoo, comes Perry.
Hi. So, there was not a lot from where I was that I could see, except for Bal'Taem's theory about undead is confirmed. There is a shambling thing that looked like it might be some sort of zombie thing. It wasn't patrolling so much as it was just there, and I watched it walk away, and nothing else popped up.
Oh man, it might be true. Abandoned by people, at least.
Well, now we don't at least have an idea what's down there, so now what do you want to do?
I would prefer to sit for a little bit and kind of regain control of my wild shapes. And let's talk this through. Because I can't do that again, except for one more time.
So you're gonna take a short rest.
Yeah, if we can sit here for an hour and
Yeah,
talk
you
about what
can
we're gonna
sit here
do,
for
then
as
I'm
long as
This-
you want. But I just
This group
Yeah.
can definitely sit for an hour and talk.
Yeah. So
right. But I'm asking the group: are we going to sit for an hour and talk, or can we sit for an hour and talk so that I can get my wild shape back? That's my question to the
I'm
group. as a
fine
whole.
with it if you want it.
I mean, yeah, strategically that's good. It's like
So
an
as
hour.
you're taking the short rest, I'll just say, so you can take the wild shape back. It's probably about 1:30 or so in the afternoon at this point.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I can do it again.
Okay, cool. So while that's going on, were you able to get numbers?
There was just the one shambling figure that I'm assuming, given what Bal'Taem said, is some sort of zombie. There wasn't anything else out there. So
So there probably is more on the inside.
given we saw more than one figure as we were approaching,
Yeah.
don't know how many of them are shambling things and how many of them are not shambling things. I feel like we're not going to get a lot of information though, just sitting around.
Okay.
We may just have to make a call and do the thing.
There wasn't like a wall or barrier, right? There was just
no.
like a...
There's some like broken down walls. It's kind of like a ruins, and then like a big stone head in the back, like off a statue. But like it's not like a real building so much anymore. It's like what's left of one.
Okay. I got a motherfucking plan. Right?
Well, let's hear it then.
Okay.
Oh,
So, if we kill the guy who's controlling the undead, right? If there is a group of guys, right? then all the other undead are gone. So what? How's this? Okay, we go with.
I know that's not how it works, DM.
You have no idea. You've never
have no idea.
Yeah. Necromancy. You don't know.
I mean, I would
Exactly.
assume that if
It's like
something was controlling dead things, and then
Yeah,
that something was
because it's
no
kind of
longer
like
alive,
a conjuration
You don't know
type
if
thing.
You don't know if it just falls to the ground and stops having life, or
Yeah.
if it like do a pile of
That's-
bones.
Because you said I know that when they can
Hold
lose
on.
the connection, and then it
connection,
just
yes.
becomes.
Yeah,
so,
Chad's trying to talk.
I have something for this. As a cleric, I know the spell Animate Dead.
There you go. So you would know, Quinn.
I would know this.
Yes.
So, allow me to read this thing.
So basically, yes, if concentration is lost, they just become aimless undead. That's what Quinn would
Yes.
yeah. So, Dobby, I think that if we took all out the guy that is controlling them, then there is nothing controlling them, and then we are surrounded by wild undead.
Oh shit! Is that what happens?
That's
That's
exactly
what Quinn
happens.
just said.
Oh shit,
Yes.
dude! I thought
Also,
they just fall to like the ground, like you know.
No.
well, they're not puppets.
No, they're not some sort of horrible marionettes. They are just zombies that have been commanded to do something by one person. If the person's not commanding them anymore, then they don't stop being zombies. They remain zombies that now have their own agency and ability to do whatever the fuck they want.
Okay, but what happened? That's crazy. Cause like, I thought like like if you're a necromancer, you want to control the undead and everything, and like if you lose your ability to control, then they come after you. That seems like a really stupid.
reward, I guess.
I mean, that seems to be the price for playing with that which should stay dead.
All
Okay,
right.
then my plan's kaput. Because I thought like I was thinking like, okay, split the group. Me, Quinn, and like Ball would go in, and then Quinn would do his like magic thing. He'd be able to find the guy because you can find evil people, right?
Can I? I mean,
Dobby, you
when
seem
have
to
I ever
have
said
some,
I could do
real
that?
specific ideas of what people can do and can't
Okay.
do.
Yo, I worked with this really holy paladin guy, right? And he immediately knew I was evil. So
I mean,
I
that
think
could
maybe
be
he
just
just
a
didn't. Maybe he just didn't
general
like you.
dislike.
okay, is that okay? I thought that was like a universal thing, like you
Maybe
guys.
he was just rude.
Okay.
You know, that
Oh.
happens. People
I
are
can't
rude,
s-
and I give him a very pointed look when I say people are rude.
I
I
can't.
think I have an idea. Actually, I want to
Okay.
see what happens down there and exactly how controlled these things are. Like I say, one of us gets up on that ridge, takes a
Okay.
pot shot at one of them,
Okay.
gets back to cover, and then we basically see what happens when you kick a hornet's nest.
I kind of like that idea.
No! That idea is insane. Because what if they all swarm out and they come after us? Okay?
So then we can deal with them
Good.
out in the open instead of in close quarters where we do not know what is around the corner.
They also be gone from where they're supposed to be guarding. We could go
Okay,
around.
so okay, well, we do that, and then a second group
This-
goes in.
No,
the
I mean,
person
if we
takes a
just
shot at
shoot
them and then drops back.
100 feet away, we go around. They go back where they can't see us. Go around. We could slip in. Could we not?
Oh,
You don't
yeah.
even necessarily need to do that.
Oh, but even if we want to hand them
Here's-
out here, we'd have a distance between us still too.
Here's my proposal. My original idea still stands as a valid option, even more so now that we know that potentially all those creatures are
What
undead.
is your original idea?
I
Be
distract
bait.
You as
Her
bait.
being
I
bait.
distract them. I'm not going to be bait. I'm not going to put myself at risk. I'm saying I create a large noise, run away, preferably to someone who is equipped to deal with them. I'm thinking Quinn. While a second group perhaps sees if they can sneakily make their way in, and then we go from there. It doesn't
Uh,
necessarily.
No, I can't. I'm not going to be the bulwark between you and however number of zombies there may be.
You don't need to be the bulwark. I'm not.
That's your fucking plan, you twit. You just said
You're the
that you
backup.
admit. No, shush.
I'm the bulwark.
No, shush.
No, you're the
I'm
bait.
criticizing your plan now. Let me finish, and then you can defend yourself. Your plan was you make a big noise to draw things out towards you, and then you bring things towards me.
No,
and
no,
then I
that's where you're
kill the
confused.
things.
She said another direction, and then she would run away, but the direction would lead to you.
The idea
Right.
is that I try to lead them away so that the second
Okay.
group has an ability to at least see inside and see if it's good. I have a message spell that I can use to communicate with you.
But we might be underground.
I will send it when I see you go in.
Also,
Before you go in.
point of order. As far as healing magic goes, there are 3 of us with healing magic. And once I become an animal, if necessary, I can't do that anymore. What if we get into trouble? Also, a bulwark is not bait. A bulwark is a barrier. You would not be a barrier. You are squishy.
Let me rephrase the plan in a different way.
It's not going to make
No,
it any
because we
better.
understand your melody. We understand your plan. Your plan is to be a distraction. Make noise, draw their attention, hopefully in a direction that isn't you. But there is no guarantee that that direction will not be you. And also,
So what if we don't have to throw anything to get their attention?
Go on.
It's still light outside, right?
Yeah.
yes.
I have a mirror. We can just shine the light directly at them.
Don't think undead are smart
If
enough.
they're on
Well,
there,
if
they
they're
might
like
not be affected. by it.
Cat-like. And by cat-like, I mean like there used to be cats in the village, and you could shine like a light, and they would chase it.
What if the
It would be-
I
Laser
don't know undead that well, but
That's my question. What if they
I
don't
personally
have
don't
eyes,
think
though?
they probably are cat-like. I may be wrong.
Yeah, no harm.
I've had the
feature
one
to
encounter.
try.
I would think that they work off of more instinct rather than a shiny thing.
Well, okay, but
So if they do,
why
then
does
it wouldn't
someone
hurt
why
to
does
try.
someone have to be why does someone have to be bait? Why can we all?
So let me
Nobody has to be bait.
Let us rephrase our options then, because I don't think we're sneaking past undead creatures. Because then we just have a much harder way out of that situation. Especially if whatever is controlling them is in there and says, hey, everybody come back home, dinner time.
if
then
there's
we are
someone
surrounded.
controlling them.
So
Okay,
our
but-
options are to either lure away a bulk of the forces, either to someone or away from everyone, or if we take them out and we go make our way in by force.
Okay, here's the thing. You're assuming that we can draw out literally everything that is within, and I don't think we can.
I'm not saying I
We
can
have
draw
no
out
idea.
everything.
But,
I'm saying
but your plan is to draw either all or some out. There still might be stuff in there, and also we might not be able to eliminate what does come out. I think Quinn's idea of taking a pot shot at one from far away and ducking back, maybe even back into your little scarlet study, would maybe tell us if the shambling thing, if it's still out there, is supposed to be on guard.
Or if it's even intelligent enough to report back on anything.
Quick question: are there like small rocks about like something that could be hooked?
Not really. Like the rock formations that you've seen are like these jutting out like large formations or like these smooth like rocky surfaces. It's not like gravelly like rock. You may be able to use like Abigail like break some off potentially.
Oh, I know I could, but that would be a nice thunderous noise.
Yeah. So
Okay.
there's just a lot of sand.
Okay. Cool. Look, we're not going to split the group. We're not going to use anyone as bait. And yes, your idea is to use yourself as bait. Stop trying to defend the idea. It's not using yourself as bait. That's exactly what you're describing doing. I've had to hunt before. That's kind of a thing that you do to catch stuff. So I say we just take a shot at one, duck back and hide, see what happens.
While everyone's bickering, can I go outside?
Yeah. So where are you going?
I want to go climb up on like the dune, like crawl up to the dune and poke my head over.
Okay, you crawl up and poke your head over.
And I'm just gonna use the mirror to shine the light at someone. Just anyone.
Okay, make a perception check.
I'm tired of everyone just like, yeah.
We spend so
We're
much
tired
time
of it
trying to
too.
make plans, and it's just
Yeah, make a perception check with disadvantage, please.
That's 13.
It's hard to... You see a couple of things shambling, and you go to raise your mirror to try and catch the light, and you do your best to shine it down. You're not sure if it gets their attention. But you don't see... Like, you wait for a minute, and you don't see anything... yeah. You don't see anything start moving out of the area towards you.
I saw him leave, right?
Yeah, you watched.
I mean, I imagine
Okay,
we
I'm
would
gonna
have,
follow him out.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
How
going.
far are we from the closest figure I can make out?
Make a perception check.
Oh, okay.
And are you just standing beside Cynric?
I mean, yeah. I'm trying to look at the
Okay,
thing.
because he's lying flat on the.
Yeah,
dune,
I'm like on the ground. I don't want
Yeah,
people
I'm
to
standing up.
Okay.
Yep.
You can see like a figure just sort of like shimmering in the heat off to the like in the center sort of area of these sort of ruins. Has a
What?
little bit of cover from behind a wall, but you can see it.
What's like the range? I guess. I'm not sure.
From where you are, it's
Yeah.
within 120 feet, so you have Eldritch Blast range.
Okay. Now within 90 feet, I suppose.
Yeah, like 90 or 90. Actually, it's probably just on the cusp of your range. Let me just see. Hang on. Yeah, it's like right on the cusp of your range, but you can get it.
A cusp of 120 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll move. Like 30 feet in.
Okay, moving 30 feet in will take you down the dune.
Yeah.
And
But I'm
then
still like.
it's going to be really hard to see the figure because you're getting the figure.
Okay.
You're getting the aerial.
Is that the only one out there? I can see.
You can see a couple moving beyond.
Inward though.
But yeah, further from your 120 feet range.
Okay. Then I'll just do the straight Eldritch Blast
Okay.
at that point.
Go ahead.
And I'll like take a step or two away from Cynric so if he's not directly in the.
Okay.
This is not a disadvantage because it's not an ability. 14.
I'm pretty sure that hit. Yeah, that hits.
All right. 8 damage.
Okay, so you watch as this figure gets pelted. Are you using your second Eldritch Blast, or are you?
Oh yeah, I guess I do have that. It's level 5. I forgot. Ooh, fuck. 25.
Okay, yeah, hits.
3 damage though.
And you watch it get pelted again. And then... sorry, I just need to see. Does a 19 hit you?
Yeah, 19 hits me, yeah.
You watch as 2 arrows coming from the ruins hit you.
Not from the same thing though I hit?
Not from
or...
the thing that you hit. From further inside the ruins. You take 8 piercing damage and another 8 piercing damage.
Okay.
We definitely know something now.
8 and 8, you said, right?
8 and 8, so 16 piercing damage. That's 2 arrows into you.
Cool.
Dope.
I followed him up there whenever. I don't know if anybody heard. And I was following him out as well.
Yeah.
So I want to be like just back behind them at the when he's doing this. Can I like reach up and just sort of like pull him down?
Yeah, you
And
reach up and
out of the
pull him
line of
down.
fire?
Are you still? So you're pulling him behind the dune?
Yes,
Okay. Sinric, are you
'Cause-
still sitting there with your mirror
that was part 2.
as you
the
watch
whole
him get
plan.
pelted with these?
Yeah, I
arrows?
was gonna move back. I didn't. Yeah.
I mean, you
No,
can't
I mean-
now after that.
Yeah, I can't
turn-
move
after that
back, yeah,
turn,
I got
but
attacked,
Quinn
yeah.
also pulls you back as he
Yeah,
sees
yeah.
this.
I was gonna
Are you-
stay
what
there
are
after
you
the
doing,
shot. Yeah,
Sinric?
yeah.
Yeah, once I saw that, once I didn't see anything react to the mirror thing, I was going to put it away.
Okay. Are you still staying though, lying at the top of the dune?
No, I'm going to start to just go ahead and kind of crawl back and stand up. That way I'll
Okay.
be out of sight.
Okay. So you guys are crawling back.
Okay.
Especially
Yep.
considering, I saw 2 arrows fly back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so when y'all get down to us, I'm assuming.
So are you backing up into the dome?
Well, if I was like a little bit down the dune, I assume we can't even see that like.
No,
area
no,
if we're,
you
like,
can't now. I'm
near
just
it.
wondering, are you going back
Oh,
to
okay.
where Oriana is sitting with her dome ready, or
I
are
won't
you...
initially, just in case someone can see, so I don't give it away at first unless I see everyone else going there. But I'm just gonna kind of
Okay,
wait it
you're
out, see
staying
what
like
happens.
hunkered down behind the dune.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll
for
be there.
hunkers.
I'll be there also hunkering.
Okay, so you guys are hunkered.
Hunker bros.
And,
And-
Sinric, I'll assume Sinric, you're with them, kind of thing.
Yeah, I guess what I'll do at that point is just kind of yeah, I'll take out my my halberd just to ready an attack if anything does come.
Okay.
Well, something definitely retaliated.
Now we know.
So should we try to call out to it and check if it's friendly? We know it's sentient at that point. It shot back.
Don't think it's friendly.
Are you back
Well,
at the dome?
No.
we did
This one,
attack
They're
first.
not with you guys.
No, we stayed up
They're
at
about
the
20,
ridge.
20, 25 feet from you guys.
Okay.
Well,
I mean,
But
we
I'll
did
say,
attack
like,
first.
you watch them come back, and you can see 2 arrows poking out of, like, as Bal'Taem's pulling them out.
Yes. Snap it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I'd be giving him a hand because I can do medicine stuff.
All right, so I'm gonna, come out of the dome a little bit. I see that you were shot. Did you see where it came from?
I did not see where it came from, right?
You know,
Yeah.
you saw where, like, you didn't see the specific thing
Specific
it came
things.
from, but you knew
Right.
it came from those ruins, and
Gathered,
something
yeah.
that was it, like, that was
Right.
wandering those ruins. You couldn't see the specific figure, but you did get pelted, because you were focused on the one that you were focused
The
on.
one, right. I
You did see
saw.
a few other figures, like, shambling around.
It wasn't close enough, right?
But you weren't close enough to really pick out the one specific one that it hit you quickly, and then you kind of like hunkered back down
Yeah,
behind.
yeah. Return fire from. I wasn't really hiding, so I mean.
Right.
Okay, so they.
So are
So
you all?
then
Did you
I'm gonna
all? Oriana, did you drop your dome? Or are you going up to them because they've all left the dome at this point?
Because I don't know if they're planning on falling back to this, I'll stay in it for a little while longer, but if I see them start, like, leaving the area, I'm
Okay.
gonna follow.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna beckon everybody back to regroup so we can discuss what just happened. Maybe let's dip back
Okay.
inside.
I need those of you who are out
Can
of
I-
the dome to make a perception check.
Yeah, I was about
Okay.
to say I want to peek up a little bit just to see.
Yeah, I would love to proceed.
Well,
Ooh,
you're
that's
not
a
peeking up
9.
yet, but you're making a perception check.
Right.
Let's see how this works for me. Hey, also a 9.
So a 16.
Varied poor
What? 16?
perceptions.
16 as well. Hey, look at
Okay.
that.
Wow.
Look at us. Thank you.
All right. So is that Dobby? You were there too. Do you want to make a perception?
I'm not even gonna try, dude.
Okay. All right. As you guys are Balt, as you're like about to peek over the edge, all you hear just coming from the crest of the dune is, and you hear, and you hear multiple feet.
Now I'm gonna peek over just a little bit.
Okay, as you pick your head up and look up, you see the face of a rotted corpse. And roll initiative.
Nice.
That thing.
Okay.
As it's going to
Fucking
take, it's
fast.
going to take one swipe at you as you
Right.
as you peek. And I just need to see what these guys do.
I'd just like to say, we basically ran Oriana's plan.
No.
No,
No.
we did not.
No, wait, no.
didn't.
We did not at all.
21
Distraction.
hit you? 21?
21?
Yeah, hits you. You take 6 slashing damage as this claw rakes across your body.
We need access to our tokens for.
Yeah. That's
Yes, I will. We're not really using this map because they've come to you, but I'll put you on
So
it
just roll initiative.
so that you can sort of see it.
Okay. Oh, that's.
And they're not positioned that
Excellent.
way. They're not positioned that way anymore because they're like right up against you.
Yep.
But I'm just using this
Oh,
for.
What the hell? What is that?
Hang on.
That's the statue I saw.
That's not my token.
What is this?
I don't know.
What?
That's weird. Okay, hang on. Let me get.
Guest star?
That's not even the like temporary one you used back when we were just making sure if everything worked.
There you are.
The hell? So fucking weird.
So it was. So this one was at your face, Bal'Taem.
Oh shit!
I'm just gonna move you
It's a
guys.
hell of a time to get a nat 20.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's see.
I'm
I
not
don't want to
using.
be that guy.
I'm using the map just as a focal point, but I'm just gonna put these guys in where they would be.
I don't want to be
Oh.
that guy,
So
but we
not
have
working.
exhaustion,
Fuck.
guys.
Okay. I have
Okay,
an
there we go.
idea.
Sick. Cool beans.
14 initiative.
Mine's not showing up.
Yours already did.
Yeah, your roll is there. You
Yeah,
rolled
but
an
not
18.
in the order.
And you probably hit it too soon.
Did you
Yeah.
click on your token before you?
Yep.
Don't worry, I'll do it. It's I'll put you in. And then
18.1.
You can add. Well, I'll just let you add your turn. Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Hang on, I just gotta get all this stuff. I'm actually gonna, move all y'all
All right,
in a
let's,
little bit. I'm actually gonna remove this map. Let's remove.
And
Actually, okay, let me do this in a second. So that
Well, let's see.
know where
I have
everything
an
is.
idea. Let's
this one. I'm gonna fix this map. I'll also bring people onto the map so they can see. Okay, now I'm just gonna go to the map. I'm gonna remove it for a second. Hang on. I'm just gonna make the
my
background.
eyes,
I'm sorry. I'm just gonna make the
the
background.
brightness,
Oh! No, I'm joking.
the light.
Tick, you look so angelic.
There.
Oh, shit.
Sandy.
Okay.
Maybe I'll
Wow.
make this a little less. I'll make it more like that. There. Okay.
Cool.
It went from pure light and bliss to mustard.
Yeah, well.
It's worse.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So I will move
shit
you like this
right
just
now.
so that you can use a little bit of.
Oriana would probably be over here, right? Because she's still in the dome.
Oh yeah, you're still in the dome. You're about. Sorry, I just needed to see.
Yeah, that
here.
moved quite
From
fast.
them, you're probably like 2 more. You're like back here.
Okay.
And also, I just want to put on the. Just gonna put this here. And
Uh-oh.
And I'm just gonna use horses for this because I don't have anything else.
Creative solutions.
So you remember that time in the other game where our horse died to an icicle storm?
I remember. Okay, so that's that. Let me do the initiative for these things. And let me change the music.
Okay.
For a second.
We got this. We got this.
You got this. You got this. Okay, so
Not expecting this at all, dude.
I expected you guys to do something different, but hey, my expectations are always not right, so. Okay, let me just change this, and then I'll roll initiative for them, and then we'll get this shield on the road. What is it? Ooh, it's this song.
Okay.
Oh, that's really loud. Sorry.
Let me here. I can do.
Okay.
I didn't even hear it.
Oh, did you hear it
I
now?
did.
So I just want to point out it's 11:15. Do we want to take our break before?
Actually, yeah, it's probably best to
Or
take a
interrupt
break now.
combat
Yeah.
mid-break.
That's right. It's probably best to take a break now. That's a good idea. Let me just roll initiative
Yes.
for these guys then.
Yes.
So,
By
first
all
things
means.
first, these guys got a. I don't think they're super dexy. Oh, they're just normal. So I got 17. Okay, and then the next guys. Oh, they're definitely not super dexy. They got a -2, so
Oh wait, well we all have disadvantage on
No.
initiative.
Yeah,
No.
that's why I rolled.
Oh
disadvantage.
yeah, initiative is an ability check. Yes.
Yeah,
You would
it's
have
Shit.
Alright.
Okay, I gotta re-roll then.
Oh, okay.
Which sucks, because this means I'm giving up.
Sorry.
No,
It's fine.
It's,
No,
that is the rule.
That's the rule. 18. So not bad, not bad, not bad.
It's
I
just
got a
that seeing all those
16,
numbers
which
go
is
down
weird
lower.
because
Oh,
I don't
shit,
get my
yeah, dude,
I don't get my
forgot.
+1 for, or I don't get my plus jack roll trades for it.
Yeah, you do.
You do.
It doesn't
Your
show
dex is-
up.
Your
I
dex
know
is 1,
it
isn't
won't
it?
show up, but you will.
Oh,
You do.
well
get it.
then
What's your dex?
it's my proficiency bonus that needs to be added.
It's half your proficiency bonus,
Yeah,
which is
And
1.
Yeah,
it
so
doesn't
it's a
add
1
that,
right
so
now. So it's just
7.
an extra 1.
What's your dex? 1?
no, my dex it doesn't matter. It doesn't add it on the roll in roll 20.
Well,
it doesn't
I'm
do it.
just asking you what's your dex.
Yeah, we just want to know.
It's
This
a
is another
+1.
question.
Yes,
Yeah,
then
it's
it is
added.
adding.
13.
You're getting a +2.
Plus 2.
Yeah.
1 + 1 is 2, dude.
Yeah, so that is.
Oh,
You're good. You're good.
why is it doing that? Why did it?
It just adds it in.
It does it as a random +1 on everything else, but it
Yeah.
doesn't do it for
yeah,
initiative.
for
That's
initiative, it's just adding it in.
Yeah, that's weird.
Meh.
Yeah, it's fine.
So just change your initiative to the lower of the
I
two
did.
rolls.
Yeah, mine automatically
Mine
did.
automatically
it
did.
does that automatically because we reroll.
No, it changes it to the new roll. So like Sinric got a 20, but
Oh,
his original
yeah,
was
yeah, sorry.
16, so he has to just change
Yeah.
it back to 16.
Yeah.
is what it
Mine
Yeah,
automatically
mine-
did,
I
'cause
rolled
I didn't see that
lower,
he rolled
so-
higher.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't see he rolled
Yeah,
higher.
that's
I
all
thought
I
I'm
rolled
saying.
lower, so it's
Lower.
fine.
Okay, well, they rolled real bad.
Is it better?
Where are they? Did I put them on yet? I don't
Where's the
think
question? Is it better to
No. Okay. All right. So I've got everyone in. Everyone's ready. And we will pick back up after the break. Stick around, everyone, to see where our intrepid adventure is. End up, we're just going to grab a drink, use the restroom, and we will be back shortly. So stick with us. Thanks much.
Fight, fight, fight. Let's
right.
do this.
Hello, everyone. We are back. Let's get us back into this battle map, and let's get the music playing again.
Yeah.
And, all right. So, first up, Perry, you see at the top of the dune as Bal'Taem peeks over this zombie-like creature and swipe at him. And you can't see the rest. I'll say this line along. I'll say basically this line here is the top of the dune.
Okay. So is there room for me to get up?
Yeah, you can get beside Quinn or get further. You can't really see. You can see the briefest of this one. Actually, I should move. Sorry. I'm just gonna. I'm gonna move. Sorry. So you guys would be back slightly, and so would you guys. Just slightly, because Bal'Taem was the one who peeked over.
Oh, that is excellent news. That's actually perfect.
So you can't see these guys just yet. You can only see just the briefest, barest hint of the one that swiped at Bal'Taem as he's peeking over.
Okay. So
right,
in that
it's your
case,
but you can hear them.
I
Definitely.
can hear them, and I'm gonna move up here.
Okay. So as you get to the
And-
top of the dune, Bal'Taem, now you can see all of the other ones, and there's one right in your face.
Well, I've had quite about enough of this already, and I am going to cast Thunder Wave in a cube
Alright.
straight in front of me.
Thunder
And-
wave.
Let's get super dangerous here and cast it at second level. Just
Okay.
blow
Go,
this shit.
Darkwing Druid.
So, let me just see.
DC 15, or they take 5 and
So the first one rolls a 16. Oh no, sorry, an 18.
Well,
Second
shit.
one rolls a 15. Third one rolls a 18.
okay. So let me double check.
So it still does half
they take-
damage, so 7
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah, 7
each.
damage all the way across.
Okay, yeah, as you blast them, but they stay standing right in front of you, and it just goes,
Unpleasant.
and you smell the fetid breath coming out of its rotting, sort of hanging
Well,
jaw.
Gross. See, that was 20 feet of movement to get
Oh wait, hang on,
there.
there is one more that you hit. Let me just see it on that
Okay.
one. Cause
Yeah,
there's
because it
one
should have been
behind
the
him.
3
Yeah,
in front of me and this
and the
one here.
behind. Yep. And he has a 15.
Yeah,
Does
that
that
did
just
not
save?
work at all as I planned.
But he looks like, as you blast into that one, that was the one that Bal'Taem had fired at previously.
Okay.
And
so he
you
looks
can
rough.
see that you blast off one of its arms and it just goes flying and gets stuck in the sand. And you see pieces of its innards just flop out onto the ground.
Well, that's just foul and unpleasant. I should have. If I actually moved here, because I should have enough space, enough movement left to move here.
Yeah. You
If
have,
I wild shaped
you only
into
use,
something-
10 movement.
If I wild shaped into something large, would that shove? Would I get the impression that would shove?
No,
Quinn
no,
out of the
you
way?
could. I'll say you could take up the space below.
Okay, so since
So I'll move you over.
yeah, and let's
Bring in
let's
your-
direwolf this shit.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put it right here,
All right.
and I'm just gonna let out an ear-shattering, keening howl as
Okay.
I shape.
You howl up.
Ow.
All right.
Awoo.
It is these things, and you watch as you've seen. Those of you, have any of you seen zombies before? I don't know if any of you.
Nope.
have.
Nope.
Do not
The
think I have.
Bal'Taem,
The
you have.
one time. Yeah.
You when they first attacked you, you saw skeletons and zombies, so you do recognize the skeletons and zombies. But these ones, the one that swiped at you, there's something different. And as you watch, as you're like cresting over the hill and you watch this one come from the side, it moves way swifter than any zombie you've ever seen as it kind of like crawls towards you and goes to strike at you. That does not hit. 10 does not hit you. Does a 16 hit you?
16 is. Oh, so yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So, oh, that's right, because you lost the +1 shield, right?
Yeah, I don't got that shield. Mm-hmm.
So you have your other shield on, right?
Right.
Okay. Okay, so, okay, so I just wanted you to see, yes. Okay, so it's, so 6 slashing damage as it rakes across you.
Alright. Cool.
I think I'm looking at the wrong one. Yeah, it's this one. Okay. And then the next one, the one in front of you that originally struck you, goes to strike at you. 18 to hit on the first one. 9 slashing damage.
Alright.
And another 18 to hit.
Cutting words.
Okay.
Do I roll or he like this?
Cutting words.
Come on.
Make a perception check. You're at the very bottom of the
Ooh, yeah.
dune.
Oh.
It's true.
Shit.
Do I have to see the person being
Yeah.
attacked, or do I have
Yes.
to? Hold on.
You're cutting words at the thing that's attacking. It's
Yep.
something within 60 feet of you.
Yeah,
When
'cause
a
I think
creature
it's
that you can see, yeah. If I can't see
inspiration
it,
So
can.
I'm just saying,
It's
are you-
here.
I was trying to find out,
Yeah,
find
just
the
make
word.
a perception
if it
check.
was,
You might still be able to cutting words it. So just
17.
Make the
Oh, sorry. Hold on.
Would she be able to, with it being like a magical effect in being in the hut?
She's not in the hut. Oh yeah, you're still in the hut.
Well, is
It's
it a
not a
magical
spell
effect? Yeah. Not
Yeah, that's why I
spell,
don't
per
know.
se.
Okay. Yeah,
Really?
you can't being in the
Alright,
hut.
it-
Plus,
I rescind. I
Yeah.
rescind it. It doesn't make sense.
yeah. So the next one hits you for another 9 slashing.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
This one will crawl over the dune and into the face of the rest of you. It will go for you, Quinn.
All right.
And when it attacks, I'm going to use my reaction to attack it.
Okay.
Thank you.
A 23 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Okay. 7 slashing damage.
Okay.
And go ahead and make your attack, Cynric.
I would also like to, while he's doing that, I would like to Wrath of the Storm this sucker.
Okay, go ahead.
So.
Why did you take disadvantage on that, Sinner?
Yeah, you have
I was just clicked.
D8.
yeah, you have normal.
Oh.
Yeah.
So 26
Attack's normal.
hits.
All right, and I'm going to roll my 2d8 for the Wrath of the Storm. 9. And I'm going to say that is lightning damage.
Okay. Does it just automatically hit? Or does it make
they
a
have
save?
to. They have to make a save, but if
Okay.
they fail, that's. Well, I think. Hold on, let me
What
look at it
kind of
because I keep
save?
forgetting. Here, you know what? There. 'Cause I can never remember.
Dexterity.
Dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
And
No, fails.
nice.
So it's a 7 lightning, or 9 lightning. Sorry.
Yes, 9.
Okay, and then how much damage, Cynric?
10 slashing.
10 slashing. All right. All right. Oh wait, Great. Sorry.
And how is that one looking?
Rough. It's barely like holding itself together. And then the one in front of Direwolf is going to strike. 24 to hit. I assume that hits the Direwolf. 7 slashing, parry.
7 slashing?
You're muted, I can't hear you, but 7 slashing.
7 slashing, okay. That's
And then the second attack is a 17 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
Okay. and another 7 slashing.
Okay. We
All
good.
right.
We good.
Sinric, it is your turn.
All right. Yeah, I guess I'll just do this. I'm gonna go into a rage and attack things.
Okay. So you rage.
Undead, you know, I
Yeah.
feel they deserve a peaceful, quiet rage.
All right. You go into your rage and call upon the Stormlord's wrath.
And that puts me that, and you know what? Make this a reckless attack. Sure, why not?
Okay. Do it up.
So that's a nat 20.
Nice. Which one are you going for? The one that was just the one that you just hit previously?
That was my intention.
Okay.
I mean, I want to say no because now I know it's a crit, but
that's
I
who
feel
you're
that would
attacking.
be bad. Yeah.
Okay.
So
So
that is 8 on
What?
the radiant plus 15 slashing.
okay, as you slam into this creature, and the blade of your halberd just takes the head from this creature's shoulders. Actually, it doesn't. Let me just see. So it went down.
Shit.
It was how much damage? 8 plus 15 is 23.
Yes. And 8 of that is technically radiant.
Yeah, that
Well,
doesn't matter.
8 minus 2.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. Oh shit. Okay. So yeah. Oh, unless it no, it's radiant or from a critical hit. So yeah, no, you take the head from this thing's shoulders. I need you, Quinn, Perry, and Bal'Taem to all make Constitution saves for me, please. As you watch the innards
no.
of this zombie, you watch as pieces of it start to bubble, and then it
Oh,
bursts.
shit.
Oh no!
Oh, that's a nat 1 with a 3, so I'm maybe an
Okay.
elf again.
Okay.
12.
7.
Oh wow. Okay.
Wow.
So.
7.
Well, shit.
Yeah,
That
it's
was-
shit indeed.
Bad.
Yep. I imagine this is not at all good.
No, this is gonna be terrible.
Those of you who got under 12 take 16 points of poison damage as it
Ooh.
burns across your skin.
Okay.
And
okay.
Cineric, you take 8 points of poison damage.
Okay, so 16 points.
So Bal'Taem, you watch as Bal'Taem as this poisonous liquid hits him, and he just drops to the ground unconscious.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh.
That is. Oh, and that
Direwolf
this
looking
creature is
buff.
also done. All right.
Okay. That's
so,
bad.
Cineric, are you moving anywhere? I believe you have movement, and you still have another attack. So.
Yep. So, you know what? We can pass through allies, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'll just come up here and prevent anything else from coming, up this way.
Okay.
And then I am going to make more attacks.
Yeah, you have one more attack.
Well, who do I want to attack? I'll attack the one next to Perry for now.
Okay. Go ahead. Strike it.
Let me turn off my Divine Fury first. And I already declared that as reckless, so
Yep.
that's a 22.
Nice.
Yep, that hits.
So for 7,
Okay, you definitely do 7 damage as you slash across, and you see pieces of its flesh just flop to the sand.
and how about a 16?
No, you raged, so you don't.
Oh,
get the
yeah,
bonus
you're
action.
right.
No
Okay.
bonus.
Yep, you're
Yep.
right. Sorry, forgot about that.
So are you staying there?
Yeah,
More
I'm gonna
movement
stay
if you
here.
want.
And... I know, but
Okay.
I want to
Okay.
stop people from coming in this way.
Quinn, it is your turn.
Okay, cool. So first, I'm gonna need to try and do something about this whole Bal'Taem on the ground situation. So as my bonus action, I'm going to cast Mass Healing Word. I want to make sure I get Bal'Taem and myself, and Sinner took a shot from that poison, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but,
everyone
I mean,
took a
yeah.
shot. So
It's
you're
multiple
casting
targets, so I'm just trying to
Mass
make sure
Healing
whoever's
Word,
getting it
yep.
actually needs it. Yeah.
So you can get everyone that got hit, basically.
Okay, so I will do that.
Okay.
And
So I'll take.
7. That's not bad.
So y'all get 7 HP.
I'll take it.
Yeah. And then as my action, I am going to attempt something fun. And I would like to channel some divinity
Okay.
and destroy undead.
Okay. So
So
you're casting it
I am
All
as
right.
my action.
where you are.
Are you
Um,
gonna move a little bit, or
See, I can. Well, I mean,
Oh!
I can move through you, right?
Yep.
And she
Yeah.
moves to like here.
Then I'm gonna scooch up.
I mean, you can technically get to here, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can get
I know.
there
I'm gonna
without-
go to here.
Okay.
Start skidding down the dune
I
a little
think
bit.
you get. I think you get everyone from there.
Within 30 feet of me.
Yeah. You get you get all of them.
Everything that is undead.
It's a Wisdom save.
Hold on. You know what? Meh.
Yep.
Wisdom. Wisdom
Okay,
saving throw.
What's your DC?
My DC is 15.
Okay, save on. So I'm starting with these guys. Save on this guy. Fail on the one in front of Bal'Taem.
Cool. And if anything is
Yeah, I know.
challenge rating 1/2 or lower.
I'm just gonna put the frightened on this, right? Because he's frightened
Okay.
from you.
Yes.
So he has to run from you. Must
Yes.
spend its turn trying to move as far, and it can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you. It also can't take reaction first action until you try to. Okay. All right. This one. Fail. Frightened. That one below. I'll start at the ones at the top. This one succeeds. This one fails, and it is turned to ash.
Nice.
One below you turned to ash. The one over there succeeds. And then this guy here turned to ash. This guy turned to ash.
Nice. Thinning the herd.
Mm-hmm.
This guy succeeds. The one at the top here. Woo! Oh, fuck.
that didn't sound good?
Yeah. You good?
Oh, there it is.
That's just the DM throwing all the dice at all the players.
This is what happens when we misbehave. She throws the
Turn to
dice at
ash.
us.
Yeah, put them
Okay,
in the sock and
next
start
one.
flipping around.
Succeeds. And this one here turned to ash. So,
That was effective.
yeah. All right. That's your turn.
Yeah, that was action, bonus action, movement, and that is indeed all I've got. That was not half bad.
Okay. All right. So it is Dobby. Your turn.
Cool. So that's gonna be 5, 10. This is 15. Shit, yeah. So I'm only gonna be able to move up here with my movement speed, and then I'm going to first off attack this guy that's in front of me.
Okay.
Okay, that is going attack. That's going. that.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, cool. I am then going to use a key point to stunning strike this motherfucker.
Okay, you're gonna hit on that first strike. Got it.
Yep.
Nope,
Natural
shit.
20.
Damn.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Initial excitement.
yes.
Withdrawn.
Okay, cool. And then I'm going to use another key point to unarmed strike. I mean, not unarmed strike, Fury of Blows.
Okay, flurry of blows. Got it.
We have the 3 attacks, right?
Yeah, that's 3 attacks.
Wait, you still have a second attack.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because you have your extra attack
So-
from being 5th level.
Oh shit, dude!
So
I keep
that
forgetting
one-
about that.
I'll
Fifth,
just say
I'm 5th
that
level
one
now.
hits too, so I'll
Okay.
give you that one. So that the first flurry, but you also get the you get a second like regular attack.
Got you. Cool.
Ah,
Okay. I'm gonna just regular. Just.
What does
unarmed
2
strike.
points of exhaustion give? I can never remember.
2 points of exhaustion. That just does
Saving
for my
throws?
speed is halved.
No, half speed.
It's disadvantage on ability checks.
And speed is halved.
Yeah, and then my speed is halved.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. And then
Okay,
that
so
was like 4.
you use your
unarmed
regular
strike.
attack.
Boom. 26. And then
Okay,
regular.
that hits, and then you still have one more
Fury of
regular
blows.
attack.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah, you do a ton of damage to this thing. Still standing, but it's looking real hurt.
Got you. Okay, cool. Yeah,
Anything
that's
else?
gonna be it. That's
Okay.
all I can do. Yeah.
All right, there's one of these left. It's going to move down to you, Navi. It's going to just swing at
Shit.
you. Natural 20.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that
It's
hits.
a zombie. It's not a big deal, I don't think. Yeah,
55 damage.
yeah, it's doing.
117.
Yeah,
I literally rolled a
170.
1, so it did
Okay.
3 bludgeoning damage to you as it slams
Gotcha.
into you.
That was a horrible, horrible crit. And now you have zombie slime on you.
Meanwhile, Bal'Taem just like, I'm dying.
Don't you,
7
don't
health.
y'all worry about me.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
fine down
As
here
he says
just
that,
beating to
Dobby's like, stop
Sun saw
bitching.
this like big radiant light burst out of you, so it comes up to you, Quinn, to attack
Yeah,
you.
naturally. I'm a fucking bug light.
Yeah,
It misses as it attempts to swing at you, and I think those were the only 2 zombies left. So
Yeah, I fried the rest of them.
it is your turn. Do you stand up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get a good old so I noticed this one in front of me exploded, right?
No, he's
Well,
not
no,
away.
the one
that
underneath
Cynric
my
is
feet.
standing like over top of is like an exploded
Yeah,
pile of
that's
doom.
Yeah,
what
it
I meant.
exploded.
It would look similar, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
The one in
it
front of
looks
me?
similar to these creatures. Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
So
Presence.
I take a gander.
I'll
I
take a
explode
gander.
onto him.
I do declare.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say.
I'm telling you, I'm looking forward to the day where Bal'Taem just yells at someone, "Sir, you've insulted my honor! I demand satisfaction!"
I'm gonna just do a safe old. God, everyone's around me.
You running?
No, I think he's about to frighten us all, bastard.
Keep in mind, some of them are pretty
no.
freaking.
I mean, I'm
No,
good. I
I-
can't. I have a. I get,
No, I was gonna
hey.
explode us all, but I don't think that's a good idea. I'm gonna Misty Step. I can't. This is a live one, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, yeah, the one that's across from you and the one that's in front of you.
And then this one here.
Did
Okay,
not
I'll
make
go. I'll go near Barry or
Wolfie.
Wolfie. Yeah.
Perry.
Okay.
Oh,
You leave me all by myself,
All
dude?
right. So you missed
Yes.
a step over there.
Fuck you.
I'm sorry, haven't you done that to us before? Like
I'm
a
dying.
bunch?
It'll be
Just a flesh wound.
Hey, just hit yourself with some false life, man. You're good. You know?
So
Oh, dude. Really need to get some potions.
And then for my action,
yep.
Going to. I'll just chill touch this one.
Okay, you're chill touching the zombie. Okay.
12.
Yeah, that hits. They have terrible decks.
For
7
7.
necrotic. All right, you hit it with the chill touch, and you watch as the this blackened beam strikes into it, and it hits it from the back, and but it's still standing.
It has disadvantage on its on attack rolls.
Okay, it has a disadvantage on its next attack roll, and its movement is crappy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put this on it for now, so know that it's disadvantage. Got it. And then, are you moving anywhere? I think you still have movement.
Yeah, I do. I have 15. I'll just take another.
Yeah.
Just get right behind.
The giant wolf.
Dire Perry and just kind of scritch her ears.
All right. Oriana.
I mean, I want to. She's in combat mode.
You're in your dome.
Take them.
Listen to my plans.
Your plan is garbage.
Will exit and go up. At this point, can I see what's going on?
You can just see this one.
Devoid gets closer. Let's do. Yeah, you know what? Let's just I haven't seen them explode, have I?
Yes, you. No,
Yeah.
Well, you would have seen it
Well,
hit.
he would have, 'cause-
You would have seen the spray hit.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
very from the
Because you watched
inside,
Bal'Taem
right?
drop.
Yeah.
You could see him.
Then I would know that
Yeah.
it's dangerous.
Because that one was up on the hill when it exploded on
It
us.
was actually
Yeah.
down on the. It was down on the other side of the hill actually when it.
Yeah, it was like right up there in full view.
Yeah.
So, unless you were in your dome reading a book,
you know
and
what?
relaxing.
I think I will help Dobby a little here.
Okay.
Ooh, shit.
Let me double check something real quick. This is yes. Okay, so it's the whole thing. Yeah, I am going to cast Dissonant Whispers on the nasty-looking guy right here.
You can see. I told you can see this one because Dobby's standing there. You can't really see this one as it's like just on the crest behind.
You sure?
Oh, true. But no, but it's
Yeah,
still
but he's-
lower.
But he's
low.
Can I see him from here?
Yeah, I'll say from there you can.
Okay.
Okay.
And you know what? Let's just let's go ahead and make this a level 2.
What's your spell DC?
It is 16.
Okay, it
Ooh.
rolled a 15.
Nice. Full damage. So that's 14
Yeah.
psychic damage, and it's got to use its reaction to run away.
Well, as you.
It just exploded.
Yeah, it's
Well,
going
fuck.
to explode.
It's cool, man. I have advantage against being poisoned.
I thought it would have more
Go
health.
ahead and make a Constitution save, please.
Cool.
Does it also affect its friends when it does that?
They are immune to poison.
Yeah.
Good.
Zombies are immune to
They're zombies.
stuff that's bad for
Cool.
people.
The
They don't
living.
have bodies to be
Nice.
poisoned. Really, they don't have.
Yeah, it's 20 on me.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, you succeed. So. So halved is 11. Halved again, 5 poison damage.
Sick. Cool beans.
That's just cool.
And then bonus action, I will inspire. Who do I want to inspire? Dobby's on his own. Let's inspire Dobby.
Sick.
I will inspire Dobby. Dobby's a halfling. The man who is quite sneaky and always cheeky.
I like that one.
Okay, take your D8 of inspiration.
Cool. D8.
Pretty good.
All right.
That was a good one.
Are you
Bringing the
are you
haiku
using
back.
any? I think that was 25 movement probably. So
That was
maybe-
only 25.
I think
I'll
maybe
take a step back so I don't don't have to be
Okay.
Yeah,
right
it
in
caught
front.
in the shit.
All right, it's these guys now. Let's just see. Okay, this one's gonna fire at you, Quinn.
Okay.
20 to hit.
Yeah, just barely. It's one more than mine.
8 piercing,
Okay.
and then the other one is going to also. I think it'll just move up to you to strike you.
Okay.
Miss. It swings at you, but you just bat it away with the shield. And I think that is it for them. Perry.
Okay, so first things first, I'm going to use my bonus action to burn a first level spell slot
Okay, to heal.
and heal myself a D8.
Yep.
So that gives me 6 more hit points. Ooh,
When you
Alright,
burn a D8, do you get your con mod
Wait.
added to it, or is it just the D8?
I think it's just the 8, right?
It should not be the con mod.
So-
yeah, I
It
don't
should
think it's
be-
just
So
a
then you
D8.
only get four hit points back,
Mm,
because that's your
Okay.
hit dice includes your con mod.
yeah, okay, so I get 4. That's fine. Let me fix that.
It's a D8 for every spell slot that you
Yeah,
burned.
she used a first level, so she
Mhm.
got. So
Okay,
you
that's fine.
should be at a 18 HP, I think.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so I'm going to take a bite out of this one in front of me.
Okay.
I really don't have a choice, but I get advantage for pack tactics since
Okay.
it's within 5 feet of like 2 of people.
Yep.
Oh, that is 7.
Okay, miss.
That's
Do
all
you
of
only
that.
get one attack? Oh yeah, this
Yep.
creature doesn't have multi-attack.
This is just a
Rough.
single attack. I could have
Okay.
knocked it prone though, and that would have been great.
All right.
But no, that's a 7.
All right. So, are you doing anything else?
No, because I don't have anything else.
All right. So it's these things. So this one's going to move up here. Are any of you doing anything?
When it gets out of the 10-foot range, I'm going to attack it.
Okay. So
Why?
when
It's
it
running
gets here,
away!
All right, so you attack it.
But I also know if it dies, Dobby can handle the poison.
Yeah, that's true. We
Sorry.
have seen Dobby handle the poison.
So you just you get your reaction.
So that's a 12.
12 hits.
Oh yeah, zombies.
Hell
right.
yeah, it's a zombie.
So
They just
10.
hit hard too.
All
I
right.
forget.
So it can't move any further, and it has 10 HP. It took 10 HP of damage.
Also, technically, it's action, isn't it?
It has to use its action to dash, I thought was the fear, or
You
did I
did,
read
but it didn't get a
something?
chance to even dash because it got hit out of the thing, so it still has its action. That was just its movement.
Yeah, it took damage.
Took damage before it finished using all of its stuff. So it's going to strike at Dobby then.
Disadvantage.
bitch.
Is it fright?
Why does it have disadvantage?
Isn't it fright? Is it not
No, it's not
frightened? Or
frightened
turn
Not
frightened?
anymore.
Just got hit.
Not anymore.
Oh
Yeah.
right,
You
right.
whack something that's been turned,
22.
it's not turned anymore.
That's why I did
no.
not hit it.
22.
Yeah, that hurts.
My
That
bad.
hurts.
5 slashing
Nelson Rick knows.
Okay, cool.
and an
Snurf would be
18
better.
hit
Yes.
and 6 slashing.
Cool.
And then this one will go this way.
Oh, fuck.
2, 3, 4. And it rushes out. It's like 60 feet away at this point. Probably. Actually, let me just see. It moved to.
Ooh.
So
Oh, man.
it's 15. So 15. Yeah, 60 feet away from Bal'Taem and Perry.
Okay.
Off the map.
All right, that's fine.
All right, that's their turn. Sinric, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna keep attacking this thing.
Okay.
Sorry, Dobby. So, oh crap. Okay, that's an 18. I didn't declare reckless.
Okay. So just do the regular damage. So 6 plus 7, 13. All right.
Yep. And well, at least some of that was radiant.
Yep.
So you know what? I'm actually gonna turn that off. I gotta be better on declaring that stuff. So this is a 24.
That hits.
So for another 15.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Let's just see. You think that you should have destroyed it, but something keeps it going.
Oh shit.
As it's, and you see like you've carved off like half its face, like one of its arms is like dangling.
Okay.
Give it a thumping.
Yep, I'll hit it again, I guess.
Okay.
So 21.
Yeah, that hits.
So for another 8.
All right. Again, you smack into it, and it manages to still stay standing, although barely. This is just. That's it.
Okay,
You
well,
gonna
I
move
guess that's
anywhere?
my turn.
Or
Let's
you good where
see.
you are?
Most of these are dead. This one. I'm gonna move up to Quinn just to be another target in the mix.
All right.
There's still some skeleton looking guys out there.
Yep. All right, Quinn, it's your turn.
Okay, cool. All right, so first things first, I am going to, as my bonus action, cast Spiritual Weapon. And I would like to put that... No, I'm going to put it right here.
Okay. All right. So you have your
And-
spiritual weapon.
Cool. And I'm going to have it take a swing at the... Yeah, I'm going to have it take a swing at the skeleton that's right in front of me.
Okay, go ahead.
So here it comes.
That
Oh,
Whoa,
yes, natural
shit.
20.
Oh, nice.
I see.
Beat his brains out.
Woke him up.
Ooh, 14 force damage.
Yeah, you just slam into it and you watch the bones crumble into the sand.
Man, I was gonna go for that one next.
I'm sorry. Let's see if I kill the zombie. Maybe you can have that. Would that make you feel better, honey?
Yes.
Okay. Let's try to
Sorry
not
for
kill the
killing
zombie.
things so fucking well, you know.
So what are you doing to the zombie?
I'm going to sacred flame this zombie because it's right up on me.
All right. It's a deck save.
Bal'Taem.
Natural 19 minus 2, so it's a 17.
That still
This
saves.
is a Dexy zombie, somehow.
Surprising.
As your flame burns, it kind of just moves out of the way. You're just like, man,
Yeah.
I don't know why I was too slow for that one.
Yeah. Okay.
Anything else?
Nope. That will be it.
All right. Dobby.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna first attack the one to my right.
All right.
Alright, cool. Means that is a 7, but I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration.
Okay.
That's
That
a
hits.
12. Yeah.
Nice.
So 11.
That
11
totally saved me.
slashing.
Okay, cool.
All right.
And then I was gonna use a key point for that.
To stunning strike.
To stunning strike, yeah.
What's your DC?
It's 11.
Okay, let me just see what these guys have for con is +3. 8 plus 3, 11.
Give the monk more wisdom.
Poor
Yo,
Dottie
man.
can't even stun a zombie.
Never the wisest,
Well,
but you know
zombies have a
what?
plus 3 con, so
Hey,
they're
man,
not, they're not
but
low con.
you know
But
what?
Yeah, you try to stun him, he's still there.
What Dobby is good at is punching things in the balls. And so he's going to use key point Fury of Blows.
Well, you still have a second attack.
But I still have a second attack, but yeah, that's still on.
So you,
Hold on.
I mean,
Why
you might want
isn't
to
that-
see, could you do it after your
Yeah.
bonus attack?
Yeah, do your
Yeah, do your bonus attack first.
No, you
then
have to
flurry
declare
of
it
beatings.
before you
Yeah,
make
I'm
your
saying-
bonus attack.
Yeah,
Oh,
but I'm
okay.
saying he has an extra attack, but
Yeah,
he
yeah.
could
So that
do it before his
hits.
bonus attack.
He's just barely standing as you punch him.
Cool.
In what you think is junk, but doesn't seem to really bother this zombie all that much.
It's all rotted and gooey
like-
and goopy.
Yeah.
Ew, squishy.
You actually punch through the
Oh,
pelvis a little bit, and your fist comes out a little goopy.
Oh!
Oh!
We can't
You
show that on
think-
Twitch.
You think maybe you felt a rotted testicle in there?
You can't show that.
Oh.
You can't show that on Twitch, guys.
Got you.
uh,
But yeah, I am.
Leading toward fisting.
I don't think that hits.
That hits.
Oh,
Fan
no.
artists out there, you don't need to draw that one.
Yeah.
Dude,
Please no.
Alright,
I mean,
cool, yeah.
it would be
Okay,
funny to
that
see.
takes it out
No.
as. Oh, actually, does it? It it does. Yeah, that takes it out.
Okay,
As
cool.
it as you take it down and it crumples to the ground. You still have one more attack.
I mean, after
Yes.
having a zombie junk punched off, does it really have a reason to live?
Does it really have a reason? Yeah, and then I'm just gonna kick this other zombie in front of me, like I'm gonna
Okay.
shin kick him.
I mean, I suppose
And
it
I
brings
kick
a whole
you,
new
sir.
meaning to speed bag.
You kick him, and I'll say like you roundhouse kick his head off, and it goes flying, and then you watch the body bubble and explode. With a
Explode?
Constitution save for me, please.
Oh, hey,
Sorry,
totally
Dobby is little. I just imagine, and I kick him, sir.
And I kick you. Okay, cool.
Okay, so you take
Not
seven.
work.
You take 7, like total, because I already took the half damage off of there.
Alright,
from the
cool.
Poison. So 7 damage.
Wow.
7 is the half.
Yeah, 7 is the half. It was 14.
Okay, cool. 7. It's
All
fine,
right,
man. It's
that's
fine.
that
It's
one.
fine.
And Dobby, do you want to move anywhere?
You know what? Dobby's gonna move. Actually, wait, 5, 10, 15. Can I jump on Perry?
Excuse you, what?
Not without her permission.
Only if
Consent
she
is
wants
important.
You to. You're not sure if she's going to be okay with that. You can try, I'll say.
I'd
certainly
I'd
try.
ride this-
I'm gonna try.
Okay,
You
so
know-
you move over, make an acrobatics check.
God!
Come on.
Please, if there are D&D gods, please let this. be-
There are.
Yeah, one.
Please let this
Okay.
be
A
done.
double
There are D&D
one.
gods. That's
So
why this is
move
going to either
over
fail miserably
to-
or succeed delightfully.
Yeah, hold on.
Roll
Hold
your
on.
acrobatics.
Okay.
Try.
Or two
Why
nat
aren't you? Why aren't you doing that? Okay,
Come
cool.
on, Dobby.
Oh, that's weird.
the first
that,
one.
That didn't
That's the
do.
first
Okay,
one.
that was weird.
And then that one in 5-4.
No. Okay.
That's 11.
An 11. Perry, just make a dex check for me.
Okay.
I'd like to
Okay.
understand why this is happening.
This is at disadvantage, right? 'Cause, yep, okay. That's a nat 1.
You don't even know it's coming, and you have a tiny little halfling on your back grabbing into the scruff of your neck.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So yeah, Dobby's like, "Hi, ho, Silver, let's go!"
So you are on top of Perry.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Dude, she gonna shake you off.
All right, and that's your turn. It is the zombie's turn. This one has disadvantage. It's gonna try and strike you again. So
Cool.
that's okay. So 19 to hit. Wait, it might be 20
That
to hit.
is my armor class.
Let me just see. Sorry, nope. 18 to hit.
That is less than my armor
So it goes
class.
to strike you and just scritches off the chain armor that you wear.
Cool.
That's it. Bal'Taem.
Gonna go like here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hexblade curse that guy on my bonus action.
Okay. Yeah. He's cursed.
Uh,
And I'll say he's no longer disadvantaged because it's only.
Yeah, it's because my turn.
But he's cursed. Yep.
And I'm gonna shoot the one that's running away.
Okay.
I guess this is technically 120 feet too as well.
Yeah. So Eldritch Blast.
Oh, chill touch is 120 feet too.
Oh, you're using chill touch.
Yeah, because it does some things undead, so I'll just do that.
Okay.
16.
Yeah, that hits.
Maybe it'll explode way over there.
Okay.
4
And he's got disadvantage.
to my next turn. Yeah.
And his movement speed is lowered by.
I don't think it lowers.
Does it
No, it
not?
doesn't lower your speed.
Is there?
No.
Oh, that's
You're
Ray of
thinking-
Frost. That's Ray of
Yeah,
Frost.
you're thinking Ray of Frost.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
This one just doesn't let them heal, and then
Okay, yeah.
if it's undead, it has disadvantage
Yeah.
until my next turn.
Okay.
Nice.
And then I move 10 feet. I will move back towards safety behind
Okay.
giant wolf. This giant beauty of a wolf
All right, Oriana.
protecting me.
All right, let's see here. We've got honestly not
That's
a lot left.
Yeah, there's a zombie and a skeleton, and then
I
another
swear, if
zombie
I don't
that
get to kill
just.
him-
And that one over there, huh?
Zombie.
How far
skeleton.
away is he?
He's six. Well, from you, he's 60 feet from the edge of Perry, so he's 5, 10, 70. He's 80 feet.
You know
from
what? No, I want to be a badass. I want to be bad. I want to be a badass.
When has that ever happened?
Okay.
I swear, if I
Also-
don't get to kill a zombie and I have to suffer the indignity of Dobby on my back, I'm gonna be so pissed off.
Okay, so you're going there.
Yeah, Oriana doesn't know that Perry really wants to kill a zombie. Yeah, I will cast as a bonus action. If I can, it's not actually on that. That's interesting. Good to know. And use my action to use flame, and it didn't do an attack. Of course it didn't.
Okay, flame blade.
1 second. Flame blade, 3d6. Yeah, 3d6. D6. And try the skim. 14 to hit?
Yeah, it
with
hits.
advantage.
It doesn't. Oh well. Yeah, it might matter actually. Yeah, that hits.
Yeah.
So 3d6. So 9
Yeet.
damage. It's
Amazing
still
damage.
standing.
Good.
Why? 'Cause it was.
Well,
And that's what I know I'm concentrating. And I will move. Can I be in the space of the hammer?
Yes. Technically, yes.
Then I will be in the space of the hammer to provide proper flanking.
Okay. Alright. Is this guy? I don't know. They're not smart. Who does he wanna? I'll roll it. So he goes for Quinn.
Okay.
21 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Alright. 3 damage. 3 piercing damage.
Okay.
As the arrow fires into you. And that's it. Perry.
Okay, so I'm going to leap at this one.
Come on, girl.
Okay, with Dobby on
Yeah.
your back. As you
Yeah.
leap forward. Just put him here.
Yep. And I'm going to try to take a bite out of it.
Okay.
And I get advantage. because a variety of reasons, which is good. 19.
Okay, do the damage.
6 piercing.
Okay, you do manage to grab onto him, and he needs to make a strength save.
Yeah. Strength save or he's not prone. DC 13.
17. Let's see what his strength is. +1, so 18.
Yeah, he's not prone.
So he's not prone, and what you thought should have destroyed him as you like sort of tore into his body, and he's kind of like barely holding together. He just manages, as he like kind of like falls in half, he kind of springs back up.
I am disappointed.
All right. Anything else?
No, that's about all I've got. Because I don't necessarily want to burn any more magic to heal.
Okay, so these guys, this guy is just going to burst move up to you, but he just can get to you, and that's it.
Dope.
All right. Sinric, it's your turn.
All right. I'm gonna move over here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna attack this guy,
Okay.
and I'm gonna do so recklessly again.
Okay.
So, that's an 11. Thank God that was reckless.
That misses. As you go to strike
there
it,
you
these
go.
guys are a little bit more wily as he darts out of the way.
All right. Well, what
That
about
definitely
25?
hits.
Okay, so that's
Oh, yeah,
16.
You just
five-
crumble the bones into nothing.
Okay.
As they fall, dash across the sand.
So then I'm gonna come here behind Oriana, and then I'm gonna hit this guy.
All right. So like over her shoulder, you just smack with the butt end of your staff, of your shaft.
Over her shoulder. He's like 10 feet
So
tall. Let's
that's a
clear over her
17.
head.
He's not 10 feet tall. He's
Yeah,
6,
you know what I
7,
mean.
6 something. Anyway,
So
that
that's
hits.
17.
Yeah.
Ignore the radiant damage. It should only be 2 for the rage.
Okay,
So that's
8 damage.
Yep.
Yeah, you just pierce right through the eye socket, and then you just feel it go limp as it squelches out as the body
Health,
falls to the ground.
healing.
All right. Yeah, you take your 10 points of healing or whatever it is.
Yeah.
okay. I got you.
How many
Thank
points
you,
is it?
Senric.
And let's see.
It's,
that was
it's my
5,
what level plus my mod,
Oh right, yeah.
so now it's 10.
25. So yeah, 30, 35, and I'm gonna come here for 40 feet.
Okay,
Actually,
and that's your turn.
yeah, I'm gonna come here.
All right, Quinn, it's your turn.
All right. I'm going to scooch the spiritual weapon.
Go ahead. You should have
Over
you should be able to
here.
move it.
I can. And now I'm gonna. This thing can't benefit from flanking ever, right?
No.
No.
I didn't think so. I just wanted to double check when I was remembering right. Cool. So I'm going to have it give that weird zombie thing a good old whacking.
Give him a whacking. You attempt
No, I'm
to
not. That was a
whack
nat
him,
one.
and he like looks up at it and he just like dodges out of the way.
Spiritual weapon knocks Dobby off of the wolf.
Please, please, that'd be hilarious.
Dobby, make a dexterity save.
Yes. Yes.
You're
Bestia.
muted.
Yeah, you said you know it's gonna be a disadvantage. So
Yeah.
dexterity
It's
save.
not a disadvantage. Is it are saves a
No,
disadvantage?
saves aren't disadvantage.
Saves
no.
aren't disadvantage, just
Oh,
checks.
Ability checks.
I think it's when 3 exhaustion points. Is
Yeah,
saved.
3 is saves.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, that's
it
25.
goes and swings wide, and it misses the zombie and almost hits you, Dobby. But you just like shrink down, like almost into the fur, and you like look back and you're like, what?
Yeah, I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Meanwhile, the direwolf's just getting angrier
You
and
just hear the-
angrier.
Quinn, you still have your action.
I do, yes. And
Fuck it
for
up.
my action. What do I want to do this thing? Hey, I know. I would like to cast Guiding Bolt at this sucker over here. Do I
Alright.
need to move so I can see it clearly? Because it's kind of
Yeah.
cluttered over in this direction.
Yeah, maybe move like. If
Yeah,
you move,
I'm
like
large.
within line of sight,
Yeah.
like over here, probably.
Yeah.
Get a good.
Yeah, I will. I will. Yeah,
Lead on
like
it.
over here.
Yeah.
That good?
Yep, that's fine.
Sweet. So, blam. That is a 15.
That hits.
Great. And I'm just casting level 1. 15 radiant damage.
Eric.
Blast into it. You see
Awesome.
chunks of it go off. It's still up, but looks really bad.
And has advantage on the next.
Yep.
attack.
Oh yeah, next attack has advantage. It'll put a little
Nice,
Mhm.
nice.
Yeah, I
Clear
teed it up
card.
real good for the next person.
I'll
There
put
you
a
go,
little
Dobby.
dot
That's good.
on it. A little dot. Pink dot. There you go. All right.
At least steals it.
Dobby, you are on top of the wolf.
All right, cool. I'm going to flip off.
Don't do it, Dobby. Don't do it.
Okay,
I'm
make an
going
acrobatics check.
Yeah.
This would be a disadvantage.
This is that.
Don't make Perry angry.
So
Yes,
okay,
14.
so yeah,
Damn.
easy enough. You flip off to the side here.
Actually, I was trying to flip across.
Well, you flip off to the side because you got a 14. And you
Oh,
don't
okay,
fall
true.
on your face, but then you can move. But then you can move to there, no problem. You don't.
All right,
lose
cool.
any
Yeah,
movement.
I flip off and then I slide under, and then
Yeah.
as I'm sliding, I'm attacking this
Okay, you
thing's
like
legs.
swipe backwards. Yep.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
With advantage.
Yeah, you got advantage. Yep.
I know. Cool beans.
Oh man.
That's 27.
Yeah, that
You gonna
hits,
get your ass
and
bit.
let's see, yeah. So as you strike into it, you slice it sort of in half, and as its body kind of like bisects, you watch as it bubbles and. I need both of you to make con saves, please.
Gotcha. Got it.
You use this cavalry and didn't get to kill
Okay,
anyone
Okay, it
else.
should have been advantage, so that's an 11.
Yeah, and a 9 for Dobby.
Oh no, that's a 20.
man.
He gets
You
advantage.
get advantage.
Yeah,
Poison.
Against being poisoned.
You get what?
I don't
Oh.
think he gets
Advantage
advantage on
Constitution
con.
saves.
Yeah, not. I think it's.
I think
being
For the
poisoned.
poison, because it's
Gets
I'm being
advantage
poisoned.
on if he's
He's
poisoned.
Poison,
stout.
yeah.
You get.
Yeah,
that's not-
it's for the poison condition, not for poison
Yeah, not for poison damage.
damage.
Let me
Oh,
let's see.
okay.
You
Pretty
get
sure.
you get resistance to poison, right?
Yeah, you get
I-
resistance,
Hey, I'll,
but I think
I'll,
you
I'll
have to
just
get
check. I'm
Yeah.
just curious, like that.
stout.
It says advantage against poison. So a saving throw, also called save, represents disease.
Against poison, not
Poison,
against poison damage.
Let's just see. Hang on. It's you have advantage on saving throws against poison, and you have resistance to poison damage. I think that's let me hang on. Yeah, that's a hard one. You know
always
what?
thought-
I'll let it slide. It's
Okay.
not a big deal. That's fine. Poor old Dobby has to be good at something.
I mean, his wisdom, his DC
either way,
is 11.
He's also not
Yeah.
taking a lot of damage from this.
So 2 damage to you, Dobby, and
Alright, cool.
10 damage to you, Perry, as it explodes. And silence comes over the desert. All you hear is the
Okay. While everything is going quiet, I'm gonna just I'm gonna gamble that we don't have much else to worry about right now, and I'm going to mass healing word everybody that looks injured. So
okay. Yeah, everyone's close
Need-
enough.
Those 3 tinctures. Should we hand those out?
I'm okay.
6 for anybody that wants it.
Everyone
Okay,
can
I'll
take back 6.
Take it, and I'm gonna stay in shape for now.
I think we need to get moving. Our element of surprise is far gone.
Immediately after it gets real quiet, though,
Yep.
I literally reach over with a very large dog paw and take like a swipe to knock Dobby over.
Okay, make a an attack roll with your Dex modifier, I suppose.
Okay.
Actually, with your Strength modifier, because you're trying to knock him down.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. So I'm just gonna roll a d20 and add.
Dire roll
Nice.
strength.
So, 15.
That hits.
Yeah,
Dobby, you watch as this giant paw just smacks into the side of your head, and you watch Dobby kind of like flip and slam face first into the sand.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm thinking she's about to high five me, and I'm like, yeah, teamwork.
Right
It just keeps
right in
going.
your face,
Fiving
and
you.
you literally like get picked up and flip over once, like a 180, and slam face first into the sand.
And then I turn and do that thing dogs do where they kick after they're finished pottying
Yep.
and like kick
And she
sand
kicks
over
sand
him.
on you, and you're just like covered
Off,
in sand.
and I'm still staying a dire wolf since I've got
KO.
since we have time, and I don't know whether we're going anywhere yet. So
Oh, shit.
That was delightful.
It's maybe about 2 in the afternoon at this point.
Okay.
right, but I don't know where we're going
Yeah,
from
I'm
here. If
just
we need to
saying
get
it's-
back in the cart, I'll change. But if not,
Are the potions in the group loop?
Should be.
The 3
we
potions?
have in the party loot we have a greater healing.
A greater?
I think you
Yeah.
got
So
a
we
fire
got
resistance
one.
potion too.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
and a
it was-
fire resistance.
It was
But
fire
like,
resistance, and I think it was a regular one because 3 things.
No, she gave you
No,
money.
she
a
gave us
greater
money and the greater healing and the
and
fire.
fire resistance.
You're thinking way back.
You've used those potions, my friend.
No, I thought
Yeah.
you said 3. I think I just might.
she initially offered us 3 when
No,
Sandra
she didn't. She always
No,
offered
she
you
offered
two-
us
she
300
offered you
gold
300
and some of her
and
supplies.
and some of and 2
Oh, okay.
potions.
Yeah.
And and then originally you'd been like, no, we don't need it, but then she gave it to you. So she gave
The
you
3
it.
potions, I think, it was like Avonhurst,
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
which we might still have some of those, but I don't know where they
I
are.
think you just
I don't
distributed
think
them
so. I think
amongst the
we've
group.
used almost all of our
So
potions.
someone either
and
has
stuff.
them in their own
I-
personal inventory or they've been used.
Yeah, I know I don't have any, so I think we used them.
I tried to buy
I've
some,
got
but they
2,
were all
I
out.
think. But
Yeah, well, that's because you guys like destocked Avonhurst pretty much,
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did.
and you waited too long to like go to some places. And it
I mean, I was
easy to-
dead, so
That's true.
It's very true.
But
We had kind of a thing.
Yeah,
So
there was
you're
a
in
lot.
the
No, I
heat
only
of
have the
you
one.
have the
I'm
heat
just
of the
used
desert bearing down on you. You now smell, especially you, Perry, the stench
Yeah, it
of
stinks.
rotting flesh
Yeah.
and this acrid, disgusting
Dog
ooze
sneezes.
of what those things that exploded. This like rotted ichor that just burns your
Okay.
nose.
Okay. I would like to head down to what they were guarding,
Okay.
or the things they were all around.
Yeah. You don't see anything else coming out of the ruins.
Okay,
and you
yeah,
step-
so I'm gonna pad down after him then.
Yeah, so you step down there, and you can see this sort of broken down old structure of some sort. You can see pillars that have been toppled over. This large head of a statue of a man of some sort with like a beard. You're not really sure what it could be or what it was of. It's kind of, a lot of the rock has kind of like cracked or crumbled. But you can tell it probably stood quite high, and it was extremely, like the head itself, like you maybe only come up to an edge of the mouth on the so this must have been 40, 50 feet tall.
does the
Likely-
face look recognizable?
No, it's kind of been like one half of it's kind of been like broken away and weathered by the like sands of the desert and whatever weather has happened here. This is probably immensely old, like maybe by like the time of the previous empire, a very, very long time ago, maybe like 1,000 years ago.
Dean, can you let me know when it's been 10 minutes? Because my flame blade lasts for a while.
Okay. I mean, you're probably at like the 5-minute mark or whatever, as you guys are just like searching around the top of this outpost.
Yeah.
I would like to like sniff around and also like listen very carefully to make sure I don't hear or smell anything else.
Okay, yeah, you go ahead and make a perception.
I know
Alright.
they normal because he can hear
I'm gonna
and
healing
smell.
hands myself, by the way.
Okay.
So that's a dirty 20.
Okay. You smell the remnants of undeath,
Yep.
but you can't smell anything like getting closer or permeating the air in the way of like something might be coming.
Right,
this
and I
way.
don't hear anything.
You do
so.
smell like the near the entrance, that darkened stairway, sort of down this like broken stairway down, you do smell a stronger smell of sort of undeath coming from there.
Right.
But you don't hear or sense anything that's coming out of these ruins. And yeah, you just see like various broken down walls. You see sort of where this ruin goes in is like a pathway almost, and you can see these broken pillars, as if this was used in some way as like almost like a this was like almost like a sacred place at some point, where just the layout of the where the pillars lie along this like cobbled pathway that you can see that's kind of broken in points, but seems to be almost as if it was maybe like a temple of some sort at some point, but it's long weathered, and you can't really make out much of like who it could have been to or what it was used for originally many years ago.
Okay. While I'm down here, I want to see if there's any kind of indication of people coming and going other than the undead that were shambling around here. Like, I'm specifically looking for, like, if there are track marks of humanoids that are made with purpose and not the
Make
aimless
a
shambling of a
survival.
zombie. Cool. Disadvantage, so here comes. I 16.
You look around and you think you notice some areas where there are like boot prints that look like they have more of a direction, but you can't really follow them because it looks like when you try, either they've been trampled over by the undead that were here, or there's just the passage of time of the sands of the desert shifting and moving with the winds. You can't really tell direction, but it does look like there were non-undead, maybe creatures, humanoid creatures of some sort that might have been here at some point. Whether they are still here or not, you're not sure.
That's fine. It's about all I was looking for, is to see if there were in general.
Yep.
So, asked and answered. So I'm just gonna, get everybody's attention. Like, well, it looks like there have been actual people here, not just these things. And I just point out the normal-looking tracks.
Okay.
So, there's not like any other like buildings like outings. It seems like at least a passage, correct?
No, it seems like this was like just given the description of what you got from your contact, but from Tillman, this is likely what he meant. And given the presence of undead here, just out of like what you know, you are pretty like 95% sure like this was where you were supposed to. This was where whoever it is was.
Okay. Right. Okay.
But I mean, there's always a chance that maybe not.
Right.
But
Right.
this is the only place you've seen west of the city.
Yeah, and then the undead is kind of
Yeah.
Okay. I was just trying to make sure there wasn't like any other like there's like a little cot or something. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, seems like on the way is down.
Looks that way. I think if we can at least go a little further, we can get some shelter that's not in the middle of the blazing heat. Does anything down here look safe enough for us to bring the Teleric and the Sandski in, or is where we left them like the safest place we could
You
think
could.
of?
I mean, you don't like looking around here. You're not sure what potentially could lie inside, but at least out in this top there's nothing around. However, there also isn't really shelter like that outcropping that you'd found on the other side.
Okay.
So they'd be standing in the heat. Like you would think that likely they could handle it for a short period of time.
Right.
But if you think that you might be down there for a long period of time, you might not want. You might want to just leave them where you did.
Okay.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
For like a half a day or so, maybe.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Alright. Alright, so I figure we can either go in, maybe we can rest out here, or try and head in. Just take enough of a break to get ourselves.
I mean, Ori does have the
So
dome.
let's-
Like, she did just use the dome, and you had that to keep you from the blinding heat of the sun as well.
Yeah.
So just
Yeah. I don't know if we wanted to take a breather before we head any deeper. Sounds good. Some of us got pretty banged up in that.
Yeah. Those motherfuckers move really fast.
Unsettlingly fast compared to the others.
I think the decision is up to the one who probably got the most beat up. How are you feeling, Bal'Taem? Do you need a breather, or are you good to go?
Well, I'm torn. Doesn't seem like anyone's here, but I suppose if there is someone here, I would hate to miss the opportunity to have a nice conversation with them.
Yeah. And if they're here, they're going to be further in.
I will say this: I'm relatively fresh. I barely used anything.
How does that
I
that-
assume the flame blade's probably gone by now.
It's gone at this point.
Well,
That is not my own. That is a neat trick that I can pull once a day.
Yeah, okay. Well, I vote for at least taking like an hour break, like a short rest, man. Like I'm pretty pooped. I exerted myself very hard. Even during teamwork, I got punched in the face.
You jumped on her without her consent. That's a bit rude.
Okay.
There's also
I
an
just
issue that
curl
we
my
might,
lip and snarl because I'm still a dire wolf.
there's also the issue we might want to consider of if we do rest. Is it safe?
For like an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we could spare an hour.
How does this dome thing you made work? How does that
Takes a few minutes to set up, but anything that I allow in can come in, and anything else is kept out.
How long is that?
Th-
Well, I saw how long it took, right?
Yeah,
10 minutes.
it took around 10 or so minutes for
Yeah.
her to get it up and running.
Again, the problem being if we wait
When-
and we miss our opportunity.
Right.
Well,
Or, God forbid, if we lose the birds.
okay. Well, a missed opportunity is better than half of our party being exhausted.
Yes, but us being in good shape without our means of transport?
I don't think an hour is going to cost us the
Exactly. Yeah.
plus.
So you say that, but it's around lunchtime, and we were told that there are creatures that like to eat things.
So we
True,
rest closer
but-
to them than we do to here to make
Yeah.
sure we can keep an eye on them, interrupt the rest to kill anything that tries to kill them, etc., etc. Either way, a bit of rest would do us good before we try diving into whatever the fuck's in there. That's all I'm saying.
I believe I'm
There's
saying
only
this,
so
but
much I can do to bring Bal'Taem back up.
yeah.
If he stays as beat up as he is right now, and if I stay as beat up as I am right now.
Yeah.
I
I
reckon,
agree
yeah.
with the ginger. Okay.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
It's your
And
sister.
then-
Okay.
that's a good point.
Yeah, I'm looking at Ball. I'm like, Ball, I understand. Okay. You look. This is a very big situation with your sister. Okay. But it is highly advantageous for us to rescue her if we're all in our A game. You know this from a strategic standpoint.
Once again, I would just like to state we made an awful lot of noise.
Well, that means if anything's going to come out, it's going to come out whether we take a break or not.
Exactly.
If it comes out and we can keep an eye on it, on the entrance, from where we rest, Then, if it tries to come out at us, we jump on whatever the fuck it is.
All right.
We lose nothing by taking a break.
I think it sounds like more people are for resting than again. So let's just do that. That's what we're gonna do.
Please.
Cool.
So yeah, I would definitely like to short rest up
And
here.
you're out of
in the
third
upper
levels,
dome.
correct, Quinn? And
Yes.
1 second level.
Yeah, I've used.
You use spiritual weapon and then 2
Mhm.
mass healing words.
Yes, also I used guiding bolt, so I'm also out of first
a
level.
single first level, yeah.
Yes.
Got it.
I'll start making the dome.
All right, you're making it over by your Telerix again, like you did last time, correct?
I mean, we won't be able to see it from there.
If we set up like at the top,
Okay, you're gonna set it up at the top.
No,
of the
we-
dune?
No,
That's
we,
what-
we couldn't
what I'm-
see anyway. We still had to make perception checks.
Well,
Hold
you can
on.
see the ruin. You might have to make a perception check to see like movement around there, but
It's either that or move the birds closer. And if we're agreeing to rest, then I'm gonna shift back because
okay, so you
I
shift.
can rest and get the
Okay, so you shift back.
so that I can rest and get the wild shape back.
Got it. So what are you guys doing?
I'm eating some rations, man. Drinking some water.
yeah, I'm.
I mean, I see no point in trying to move the birds any closer if they're not going to be any safer closer.
Well, we won't. Technically, nothing will come up behind us. Maybe.
Yeah.
We know that. Only thing that can come out is some out of the ruin. Technically. There's still wilderness, of course.
Is there like an outcropping of rock closer to the ruins than where we were?
Yes, I don't know how big it is, but it was big enough for me to hide behind as a cat, at least. And
Yeah, there's a couple, but they're not. You won't be able to hide the. You won't be. They won't be able to shade the Telerix.
that's
Is
the
what
thing.
I'm
That's
saying.
why I was saying, why don't we just
So
rest closer to the
You can-
Telerix where
but
they're in the
if-
shade?
But depending on how long you're going to be in the ruins, you could potentially just leave them out. Like I said, they're
Before
pretty
and
resilient
stuff.
creatures.
Yeah.
So it's really up to you.
Yeah, and I mean, they
I just think if we
essentially
rest by
they've been
the
traveling
Telerix, we're
half
not going to see
days
what comes
in
out
the
if something
sun.
comes out.
Okay,
Right.
like I said, I'm not gonna tell you how to live your life.
Just I want to move them closer. That's what I'm saying. I would like to be able to see if something comes out. That's what I would go for. I say. But everyone feel.
I mean, they have been
Everyone else feel.
traveling in the heat already.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They've traveled like what at least half of days to like carry us. So as long as we're not like long resting, I guess it'd be good.
And they were in the
But I
shade
don't know.
for
Yeah, for some of it,
couple,
I
couple
assume.
of
Yeah.
hours because you guys were
Yeah.
like talking about what you were gonna do. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you
So
guys
that's
want to
my-
bring it closer, bring it
that's
closer.
my
But
vote.
I'm making the dome at the ruins, not like in the opening, off to the side maybe, and I'll make it look like just some
Okay.
rocks. But I don't want us to miss something coming out,
okay.
and I feel
Alright,
like
cool,
if
so
we're
we'll just
resting
rest
over
there.
there,
Well, if we're doing that, then we're going to
Short rest.
bring the
So you guys are bringing the Telerix closer
It's-
too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that way they're not too far away.
Okay. All right. So you guys bring
And
your
I'll-
Telerix. Where are you placing them? You placing them like at the edge of the ruins, like where the walls are, or are you placing them where
ideally
your
somewhere
cat-
shady.
Where your cat? What? Well, there's nowhere shady here.
There's nowhere shady. That was kind of our point.
That place was the shady spot in this whole area. That's why we wanted to leave
So are
them
you
there.
placing them by your cat, like
Then-
where you were, like where you were as a cat, or are you placing them like by the walls of the ruins, or on the
On
actual
somebody else's side.
hard rocky ground of the ruins? Where are you putting them?
I mean, we just put it at the rocky area. It's only gonna be an hour, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe at the top by the head of the statue kind of thing.
Is that the
Yeah,
furthest
that
away
way
from
they're
the run?
also on a
that's
rocky
well, I mean,
area
it's
in
like,
case of
it's
trouble.
far enough.
Okay, yeah, that works. Cool.
Okay.
Well,
All right, you guys are rolling your hit dice,
Yep.
Oh
And
yeah.
I'll do my,
everybody's rolling hit dice. I'm gonna
and,
That's
and
the
you also
thing.
get a Song of Rest because
Yeah.
Oriana will. So you get a d6. So Oriana roll a d6, and so that they can
Turn.
take it.
Yay, hit me. Have my shapes.
I didn't take any damage, so I'm not going to roll any hit dice.
So everyone gets an extra 3 if you're using hit dice, but only if you're using hit dice. If you don't use hit dice, you don't get anything.
Cool.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Oh, okay. Then all I need to do is fuck it.
Dang.
Yeah, it's fine.
That was actually the perfect amount to get me back to off.
Perfect amount.
Nice. I too am back to full health. Hooray!
Nice.
Also, the short rest gets me my channel divinity back. So if there's more undead down there,
Yeah, man.
I
Back
can
as well.
explode them.
All right. So you take your hour of short rest, and you keep an eye out. Those of you who aren't, actively needing the time to heal back up, and you're keeping an eye out. You don't see anything come out of that entrance to the ruins. It stays relatively quiet. Your Telerics don't seem perturbed by anything. They're again just like at the edge where you've sort of tied them off near the statue head. They seem comfortable and not afraid of anything. And yeah, your rest comes to an end. You get the things back that you get. So those of you who get spells back, you get spells back. Your wild shapes, your channel divinity, your key points.
Extra wild shape.
So we can move them back, right? If we're gonna just move them back to the other spot now, right? If we want to.
Are you asking me? You can do
Yeah.
whatever you want. I
Yeah.
don't care what you do.
Yeah.
I'm DM. I'm not part of your party, but you have to talk to your party about it.
I mean, if we feel like we might be in here a long time, then we're gonna want to move into some shade.
Yeah. I think regardless of the amount of time we're in here, having anything out of direct sunlight in the middle
Yeah,
of
that's
the
cool.
desert is the smartest thing we can possibly do. So absolutely,
So
I
let's
support
move it
this
back.
plan.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, please.
Okay, so you move
Are,
the.
are we going to be in here into nightfall?
We don't know.
Mm.
Okay. Because that's something to consider based on the warnings we received. We might want to
Then
maybe
we'll have to come out and
next
get them if
to
at that point. Because
rocks or something.
They are on a. They would where you had them in the shade was on a rocky outcropping, so they wouldn't be directly
Okay.
on sand.
So
Yeah.
they should still be okay.
They're still out in
Yeah.
the open, technically, but they're not on the sand.
It's basically the safest place that we could possibly put them for leaving
In
them for
an
any length of
unsafe
time.
place. Yeah.
I mean, all the things we were warned about seem to occur from the bottom up and not from the top down.
Yeah.
Right, but they're protected on both ends at this point. So I mean, this is the best we're
Yeah.
going to do with them. So I say now, once we are
So you
done,
take them back over to the that rocky outcropping that you found, and
Yes.
you tie them up, leaving them some water and some food.
yes, give them good little scritches before we go.
Yeah.
Who's a good bird lizard thing?
Yay.
That is creepy as hell.
You shut your mouth. It's adorable.
I love the Telerics.
I'll fight you.
All right, so you leave them there, and you guys crest the dune again and head towards the ruins.
Mm-hmm.
And you heading inside?
Yes, I would like to very carefully make our way inside. And if I see anything shambling and gross or openly hostile, I'm a sacred flame its fucking face off.
All right. As you begin to step down into the darkened area of these ruins beneath the desert in the Voiceless Wastes. That is where we'll pick up.
Nice.
Good job, guys.
Zombos.
Zombies. Yeah, you killed a lot of them without
Yeah.
much issue.
Did.
That was a lot
Well,
of zombies.
Everyone else didn't have much issue.
Yeah.
I killed no zombies and had to suffer the indignity of Dobby on my back. I
No.
am very disappointed.
But you got to whack him so hard that he did a nice flip in the air, face planted in the sand.
You
got
high
to do
fived his
the-
face.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
man.
got to do the thing where a dog kicks dirt all over him. It was
Yo,
was
Dobby
great.
Dobby really thought he was like, oh yeah, this is teamwork. Yeah, this is what Oratho was talking about. We're working as a team. Yeah. And then he's like, oh yeah,
Again. Again, consent is always important and is never implied.
And also, I mean, literally, you could have like yelled, "Yo, Perry, I'm gonna jump on your back to get that zombie," and she would have been cool with it.
But you just did it without
But
permission.
I ain't your horse.
I feel like Dobby should be on some type of Adderall, just like constantly. I feel like this is something he needs.
Oh
I
man.
don't know that medicine exists in your world, but maybe look into it. Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Do they have
Yeah.
diagnoses for fantasy ADHD?
Who knows? Who knows? Maybe.
Or
maybe
impulse
you'll
control.
have to go find a proper doctor. But
Yeah.
Fantasy psychiatrist, fantasy
thank you
psychologist.
guys so much for watching. We
Mhm.
appreciate you. If you enjoyed the session, please share with your fellow D&D lovers. The best way to help us grow is to spread the word and get more people watching. Please let us know what you'd like to see from us or whatnot. We have viewers, but no one chats, man. Come on.
Feel free to
Talk to
talk to
us.
us. Yell at us.
Talk to us.
Yeah,
Call us
tell us
dumb.
we're
Say we're
idiots.
making dumb choices.
I mean, because we are. Just,
I mean, because
get that
we
idea.
hella are. We
Yes.
hella are.
So
We know we are.
bad.
Y'all know we are. Just
Yeah,
say it.
but, yeah,
It's
just,
fine. We can take it.
But we appreciate y'all watching at least, and remember, folks, it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. Have a great Friday. Make good choices, and we hope to see you back here next week. Bye.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Bye.
See
Out.
you later.
Zombies!
Wow.
Somebody